Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of The Masochist. Credit to Cimo and Hossman for inventing the series. But first, would you like to make your Master Duel experience a whole lot better?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, so quickly just to go over this, we did change the deck a little bit. We brought in the Endymion of Magistus. The reason we brought him back in is because we pulled this, which allows this card, basically allows us to attach this from the extra deck, and then we can send this to the graveyard and draw a card. It's basically, well, draw a card and then put one back, but it's not bad because it's actual, like, draw power, so it helps us get to our floodgates and good trap cards and stuff like that. So we've got that. Our goal today is one thing. Also, I got to comment on this. This card is actually quite good. I don't know if it really fits in this particular deck, but it is actually quite good. It comes back every single turn as long as our opponent has more monsters in their graveyard than we do, and they will always have more monsters in their graveyard than we do. We just have a very slow deck. So this card is actually very good. Definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on for sure. Might even work it into the deck. I'm just trying this stuff in. If this doesn't work out, then I'll take it out, put something else in. I was even thinking about cutting him and just including another Endymion, just because it really is such a great idea. We get to draw. The only thing about this card is it's a little bit weak, so it can help. It can be bad for closing out games sometimes, but I think it's good to try out this. Generally, it's good to try new things out. And then I'll do one more thing. Somebody told me to bring back Ghost Bell, which I will do. I'll try to bring back Ghost Bell. I'll put Ghost Bell back in. And again, I need to remove something, but I just don't know what. I thought about Adamantipator because sometimes he just does nothing sometimes. Like I said, this is a card I don't know what to replace. Sometimes I look at it, it's like, what do I get rid of? I think they told me to get rid of Ledger Book, so I'll try to get rid of Ledger Book. I'll bring it back in. I actually have liked Ledger Book quite a bit because it has been helpful. But I'll try some new things. Today, we have one goal. Our goal today is just to get as many packs as possible. We are going into an absolute training arc. We need some new cards. We need a lot of new cards. Not that our deck is like bad, it's just we're kind of stuck and we can't get past Platinum 3, and we just have had a very, very difficult time getting out of Platinum 3. And it's fine because in the past we've had trouble getting out of Platinum 4, and now eventually we got out of there, and now we're in Platinum 3. So we're really actually quite close to our goal, which is getting to Diamond. So today, hopefully as many packs as imaginable. Alright, so we just, our opponent won the coin flip and just passed priority to us. Okay, that's fine with us. So yeah, we won the coin flip. Okay, we can go Barrier Statue and Dimensional Fissure, but I don't even think that's that good. We can go Small World. What would we even Small World into right now? We could probably Small World if we're smart. Somehow we can Small World probably into another Interruption, but we could probably Small World into Ghost Spell, but Ghost Spell's not really doing anything right now anyway. We can actually go into Kashtira Ogre with Small World. I think we can do that. Yeah, Kashtira Ogre is a water. So we just need to find something in common here. Alright, so we'll activate Small World. We're going to get to something with it. If this gets ashed, it gets ashed, but hopefully we get to something here. They're going to max seed. That's even better because now I have to do less thinking. Alright, they're going to ash us, whatever. So now we're going to special summon, activate this to special summon Nahata. And they have nothing on board, so that's good. Then we're going to summon out Endymion. They already haven't used the effect of Maxi, so I don't have to use the Dimensional Fish. We're going to activate this to equip one from the extra deck, so we'll do that. Target itself. I'm so glad somebody commented this because it's actually really smart. So we're going to target it, place it right there, and then we're going to activate this effect. Destroy a spell card, destroy this, and then we can basically draw and put a card at the bottom, which, I mean, this is pretty good. Honestly, the card I drew isn't really that useful. I was hoping to go into like a trap card or something, so out of the 2 cards that I drew, I would say I'm honestly going to put back the card I drew, which sucks, but whatever. It's not the worst. This is technically less damage than Time Thief, so we'll just go with Time Thief here. Yeah, we'll go Time Thief, and yeah, I was hoping for a hand trap, something, but we did not get a hand trap, so we'll go to battle phase, attack directly. Hopefully this is better than nothing. And then main phase 2, we'll activate Dimensional Fissure and we'll pass on this. We'll see if this is enough to beat our opponent. Hopefully, we'll see. Unfortunately, that little upstart goblin put back 1 didn't work out for the first time, but it might work out later, because honestly, it really is a great suggestion, because every single time we basically get to shift into a larger part of our deck, see more trap cards, monsters, stuff like that. Ice Dragon's Person is pretty good. Ice Dragon's Person is actually really good. Our opponent's going to activate AI with you. Right as that is. AI meet you. Which, I don't know why they didn't do anything like turn 1. Dimensional Fissure is actually really good against this deck, because all the monsters go to the graveyard, so all of their like extra cards don't really do anything for them, which is good. Also, we have the trap card underneath, which is also really good because it can put the field spell on top, and then the field spell won't have its graveyard effect. So we have 2 good things going for us right now. They're just going to scoop it up. I guess, like I said, I guess they couldn't play. Dimensional Fissure must have just won that one. Yeah, I guess we just won that one. Our goal, again, is to get as many packs as possible today. That is our entire goal. We're going to be winners. We're not going to give up. We're going to get a lot of packs, hopefully. Okay, so we got 3 legacy tickets. Awesome. That's great. Okay. And I realized somebody told me in the comments that doing more random stuff here will give you more legacy tickets, which is actually good to know. And it makes sense because there are certain duels where our opponent will just like scoop up right away, and we actually get like 0 sometimes, and now that explains that for me. Alright, let's open up a master pack. We absolutely need some crazy stuff right now. Again, not that our deck's bad. We just want to keep growing, right? Raffi on the Time Lord. By the end of this, we'll just have a full Time Lord deck. And honestly, I think a full Time Lord deck probably will get us into... it probably would get us into Diamond, if I'm being honest. Alright, so this inflicts damage. If at the end of the damage, if this card battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of 1 monster your opponent controls this turn that it battled. So if it battled, 3,000 attack monster, we inflict 3,000. It's not bad for closing out games. It's level 10. It's really just not in any way a bad card. Melfi Caddy, not really useful for us. Another copy of that. I might even have a playset of that. Another copy of this. We've got Halfway to Forever. Okay, let's see, what does this do? This card actually isn't bad, but it requires you to summon a Light Utopia or Utopic XYZ monster, which we don't have, but it's not a bad card. That was just another Boojin. I swear, every other episode is a Boojin, so... And then another time, we really might end up playing Time Lord. I mean, we really might. What are we really missing? Time Maiden? That's all? Just Time Maiden, Floodgates, and we pretty much can win this duel. Like, we just need more burn cards, and I think we can actually play Time Lord, which is crazy to even think about, because I inflict damage equal to the difference. I mean, that's not bad right there either. And then we've got Outburst Dragon. This card's not bad. Basically, if we control a monster, this card's a free special summon. It's to level 8, and then it destroys our own monsters. And then it has a quick effect during your opponent's turn to link summon. This wouldn't be bad with the field spell in our other deck, in the Chaos deck. It's actually not like a terrible card, because it's a nice... I wish its stats were reversed, because 2100 attack, it's like a little underwhelming for having to destroy your own cards. But 2800 defense isn't too bad. Overall, it's not a bad card. The double Time Lords aren't bad either. Obviously, they're kind of hard to deal with, and they can end games. Alright, let's open up some legacy tickets. These are always good. Now I know how to acquire them. You just have to extend a game. Good to know, even though we try to win as fast as possible. Not bad for water decks. Fly Fang is a fish that's a wind. Okay, so this card is a little weird. It does piercing. If it battled your opponent's monster, banish it until your next standby, so it just disappears. It honestly, it looks pretty cool. I don't know why it's a win, because it's a flying shark, but yeah, that's a pretty cool card, honestly. It's just, if its levels were a little better, I might consider playing. Actually, no, why would I play? Why would I play? Why am I even lying to you guys? Cloudian, Ghost Fog, nope. Opticlops, decent stats, might go in our normal deck. Cloudian, Fog Ghost. We pull a lot of Cloudians, but realistically, I think even if I got to craft the Cloudian deck, it would probably be worse than our existing deck. Ritual Weapon, don't have any rituals. Second Coin Toss, don't have any coin flipping cards. So none of these cards so far have been too usable. Well, actually, out of the legacy tickets, I mean, because the Time Lords actually are quite good. Alright, let's continue. racking up here. We've got a pretty decent hand. We've got Penguin Squire is useless, but we've got Kashtira Ogre, which is pretty good. It's a inherent summon, so they can't respond with Max C, so at least that's good. Now D-Fissure. Sometimes it's actually better if they respond with Max C, so then we'll set these two and pass. This is kind of a dead card because no monster's going to the graveyard, and then we've got Memories of an Adversary, but Fissure just kind of like Fissure wins games on its own, so I don't really have to like stress. Like, this is such an amazing card. I wish, hopefully we pull more of it. If I pull 3 of that, I think we're in good shape if we pull 3 of that. Because the way to get to a diamond is we just have to have a win rate that is 51%. As long as we're at 51% or better, we can get the diamond, so that's pretty awesome. We've got our old nemesis, our nemesis from like episode 3 or 4. I can't believe this guy is still roaming the plains. He used to absolutely destroy us. Thank God we are so much better now that Luster Dragon is not threatening us anymore. Alright, this guy is absolutely beefing up this monster. We do have Memories of an Adversary, so even if he does attack, we can just negate, banish. These two will get destroyed. And then they'll go on top of his deck, and he'll just essentially just like create a really bad situation for himself. Sort of deep-seated. Man, we're going to have to pay a lot of life points, unfortunately, though. This, I believe, is a bot. I just looked up at the name and stuff. I'm pretty sure this is a bot. This is a, I believe I've played this bot before. Oh my god. This guy's really loading up. He's got Lucky Iron Axe, all this stuff on Luster Dragon. I wonder what the last card's going to be. Yeah, I'm fairly sure this is a bot. So he makes a big monster and he goes to battle phase. This is actually, in terms of bots, it's pretty smart because it's better than other bots. I don't know why more people don't, like, more bots aren't this. Because they make a bot that just loses, which is like so dumb. He's going to activate all these cards, and at least this way he sometimes he'll win. He'll win against self-decay bots. He'll win against like other crappy bots, but in my eyes, this is actually a better bot. He's going to put all this stuff on top of his deck, which will essentially brick him and guarantee our win, which is awesome. Unfortunately, we drew Tiamat, which can't be special summoned unless there are cards in multiple columns. I can banish stuff, but honestly, he's just drawing equip spells anyway, so who the hell cares? I'm not going to waste the animation. Alright, yeah, this is 100,000,000% a buy. Now he's attacking into my monsters. We just got to draw a monster so we can attack directly, and then we can end this nightmare. Oh, never mind. I've got Memories of an Adversary, so I can just bring back my Luster Dragon and close this out. Or I should say his Luster Dragon. Oh, right on time. Barrier statue. Alright, and just like that, we won. Yeah, it was definitely some kind of a new modern era bot. But nevertheless, this is why we descended into Platinum 5. We got to get some packs to go into the next season and hopefully play some really awesome new decks. Alright, so we've got 2 legacy tickets and a couple of gems. Alright, let's open a master pack. Hopefully we get something awesome. It's already glowing. Doesn't mean anything, but it's glowing. Actually, it means that there's a glossy in there, so I'll take that. Thunder Discharge. Okay, that is... What is this? Adventure card. We don't have any of the adventure stuff that's good. But, you know what? That might have to do with normal monsters. Yeah, you need an adventure token. Don't have anything to summon that. Zombie Power Struggle is a zombie support card. We don't have enough of that. Ghost Trick. Absolutely not. EN Wave, can't play that. Limit Overdrive, I don't think. Something to do with tuners. I remember like banishing a tuner. Cubic, another Cubic card. I don't mind it. One day we will play Cubics. We're going to play either Cubics, Boojins, or Morphtronics one day. Drytron Nova, this is our second copy of this, I believe. And we do have some Drytron monsters. Drytrons aren't bad. They've got decent levels. I mean, decent stats, all things considered. But we're missing some important stuff from there. Then for the super rare or better is Mudon the Rika Fairy, which... Alright, let's open some legacy tickets. Hopefully we get something good out of here. This would change the game. Let's see this. We've got... Nope. And double... Actually, Umi's not bad, right? We finally pulled Umi. That's not bad. We have that card that searches Umi, which is nice. We've got a Hollow. Field Barrier. Oh, I thought it was going to be a Royal. Good card. If we have Mystic Mine, which is banned, we'd never lose. If we had Necro Valley, that would be cool, but we don't have any field spell that really matters. And then this guy inflicts damage, draw a card. It's not the worst. With a direct attack draw during the end phase, the card this is summoned said, never mind. It went from okay to bad very, very quickly. Umi's not bad, but I mean, we have some. You know what we have actually? We have the Sea Stealth attack, but we don't have enough stuff to really like combine it as an archetype, and obviously you need like the Phantasm Spiral Field Spell for that. And then we've got Field Barrier, which is a good card, but this is definitely something to keep in the background. Like, if something, yeah, definitely keep this in the background. All right, we just won the coin flip. Our hand is, I don't know why we draw these going first. I mean, we can't really complain too much. It sucks, but it happens. What can you do? All right, so yeah, I don't know why we always draw these two together when we're going first. This card, I swear to you, this is a good card, but for whatever reason, we only ever see it going first. We're going to summon out Roachka, activate her effect, see what we can get off the top of. If they don't Ash, I guess they didn't. It's not like it gives us life points for cost, so it doesn't give you your point. Okay, so we're going to get Dragoodies. Dragoodies isn't bad, but isn't good either. I mean, I guess we just Messenger of Peace and just pass. I mean, that's our best bet. And we just end phase. Nothing I can really do from here. Yeah, Lightning Vortex is... These two are good cards. I don't know why. We always see them going first. And they're going to end phase. Okay, that's quite something. They've got like an almost bot name, but I'm not really sure if it is exactly a bot name. We're going to resolve this. We're going to not activate it. It's fine. Our opponent didn't actually accomplish anything, so we could just summon out everything and just go for attacks here. So we're just going to special summon. It's more to just attack with the monsters we have on board. Unfortunately, if they are playing a real deck, we just kind of lose because we got accomplished nothing. But I guess we'll have to see. So we'll go with these guys. Main phase 2. We can make a Time Thief. I think Time Thief is again probably best. I don't think that the rest of this stuff is gonna help. So probably Time Thief. We'll go 1 and Dragoodies floats. So yeah, Dragoodies floats. Even though Roachka is a little more powerful, at least Dragoodies floats into another card, so it's probably a little bit better to play. And then we just pass on that and hope that's enough. Like I said, we do have a nice follow-up though. We have Sinful Spoils, Lightning Vortex, and we have Ghost Belt. Plus we have whatever we get off the top of Time Thief Redoer. We're in standby phase. Grab card off of Redoer. We'll grab a monster. It's the Tsuki Knight, or I guess it was pronounced Sasuke Knight if I remember correctly. This is a card we actually used to play. Yeah, used to, when your opponent's monster declares attack, you have no cards in hand, you can end the battle phase. We used to play that card a long time ago, maybe like episode 10, I want to say. It's not a bad card. They're going to end phase, discard, Max Warrior. I'm fairly sure this is a bot. This is like the most boring bot. I think, is that game on board, by the way? Yeah, it's game on board. This is the most boring bot I've played against like ever. It doesn't do anything. It just ends the turn. That is just, what a boring bot. All right, that was a bot. Very, very like uninteresting bot. If you're gonna make a bot, make a theme. Make a theme. Come on, this is embarrassing to even look at. I mean, come on, guys. Konami, get rid of these bots. All right, we're gonna go up to Platinum 4, so we're actually gonna start playing against real decks, but not really, really good decks. But real decks nevertheless. So we got one legacy ticket, and let's go open some packs. All right, here we go. We open another pack. It's glowing yet again. It hasn't lied to us yet, so I'm thrilled about that. We'll see what we get inside here. I jinxed it. Abyss Script, can't really use that. Tri-Brigade Oath, don't use that and already have it. This cannot be negated. How many light monsters do we really play? Melodious Diva. Yeah, I don't think this is too usable for us. Gem Knight, Lapis Lady Lazuli, don't have enough of Gem Knight. Spellbook. This is a Synchro Overtake. I'll read that in a second. And then Iron Cage. So this is a Iron Hans or one of those things. Battle of Stromberg. Yeah, we don't have Stromberg, so we can't use it. Okay, so this card is good, but it's for very specific. If I remember correctly, it's very specific synchro monster. So if it says like Plague Spreader Zombie, we can summon Plague Spreader Zombie. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what this deck does. Then it locks you into synchro summons for the entire turn, not for the rest of the turn, for the entire turn. So overall, this card's not bad. It can summon like Junk Synchron and Plague Spreader and stuff like that. But I'd say the issue is, despite it not being a bad card, I don't think it's going to be great for us because we don't have that combination of things yet. So I don't think it's going to be usable as of right now. But I can definitely take a look back and check. Okay, let's open up our singular legacy ticket. Sometimes a singular legacy ticket can really change an entire day. Not going to happen. And Chaos Send is not a bad card, actually. Maybe in that one deck we have. We have the Chaos deck, but I don't think we banished this many cards. I don't think we banished 7 cards. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good enough, honestly. Alright, we just won the coin flip. Our hand's not looking too shabby, honestly. We've got, I think, 2 rank 4s if we want to, and Broken Line. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, 2 rank 4s, and what rank 4s do we even have to go into? We can go Crusadia Avermax, or we can go double rank 4 into... I don't even know what I would even go into, honestly. Double rank 4. What would I go into? Yeah, I can go Mech Knight Crusader Avermax. Or I could just save resources. I guess we'll just set this. Activate Squire. We'll do this combo first. If they have things, they have things. What can I really do? Yeah, Maxi. It happens. It's just one of those cards that just makes you not want to play Master Duel some days. It just, it really is such an infuriating card because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not play? So then I don't play, and I give them card. If I don't play, then they just win, and if I do play, then I lose. So it's just kind of, either way, I'm kind of screwed. So there we go. We'll go Time Thief, and we have to give them an extra card, so they start their turn with 7 cards. This is awesome. 7 cards, and they're probably playing a meta deck. We'll see where this gets us. Like I said, today my goal is just to get packs. If they draw some outrageous card, like they have like, yeah, if they activate a Snake Eye card, I'm just bouncing. Like I'm just not sticking around here. You get a spell card. It's Triple Tactics Talents, and they can activate Thrust if they have it now. They can activate Lubellion. I mean, more than likely probably lost this duel, depending on what they're playing. They could be playing Blue Eyes, but Blue Eyes is really good when you start with 7 cards in hand. You're going to search Duosquirm, unsurprisingly. I'm going to activate that, banishing their own monsters because I don't have anything in graveyard. That's fine. I mean, with all of the cards they drew, they still don't have like anything halfway decent, if I'm being honest with you. They place this in the middle column, doesn't matter because Broken Line doesn't negate graveyard effects. This I can negate, and I will negate. I don't know why they didn't activate this before they banished the Lubellion, but that's not my problem, so I'm going to go ahead and activate Broken Line to negate their effect. This card's just really so good. It basically can negate something every time, and I definitely want to negate Branded Regained. I've learned my lesson over the last few times that we've played against that card, because it's basically endless draw power. They're going to summon Asynchron. Alright, so this might actually be... Yeah, this might actually be... They just special summon that. If they're playing Resonators, we might have just lost this duel. Or are they going to tribute to special summon Lubellion? When did the Lubellion... When did they get a second Lubellion into the graveyard? I didn't even see when that happened. Time Thief Redoer, activating it. Ash, and that'll wrap it up, because now they can go Baron de Fleur, and then they can beat us after that. Then there's nothing that we can really do. When did they even get that second Lubellion into the grave? Did I miss something? Alright, we just won the coin flip. Our hand is looking pretty decent. We have Rochka and we have Endymion. So we have 2 draw cards if we want. So we're going to go Rochka first. Technically, it's not a draw. It's just kind of like an add a card from our opponent. Our opponent has to add a card from our deck. So we get a Small World. That's not too bad, right? We can search. We already have 2 hand traps. We don't play any more hand traps. But I mean, that's already pretty decent. So we're gonna just special summon out the Run Ryu, and then we're gonna go out of Run Ryu. We're going to go into Time Thief, I think. We've got 2 hand traps to play with, which isn't too bad, and then we have some decent follow up for next turn. We don't have any more summons here. So we'll just end on this, and that should be good enough. So we'll just pass on this, save the Small World for later, just in case we need it. There's something coming up. Like I said, I would have searched a hand. I would have searched either Ghostbell or Bestial Magnum up, but we actually drew them, so there's no point to search them. Alright, standby phase, activate Redoer. We're going to grab a card off our opponent's deck. It's a spell card, pretty good, and it's a supply squad, which is actually a card I wouldn't mind having, honestly. Every time a monster is destroyed by battle, draw a card. Solid. It's just a solid card in a sealed format. It's a card that never really saw play, as it seems like it's a better card than it really is. I think it'd be decent in certain decks. They're playing Blue Eyes, so obviously they're gonna discard a Melody. I mean, they're gonna activate Melody, discard a Stone. It's cool that we have a Bestial Magnuma because we can just banish that before the end phase ever arrives. They're gonna search probably these two. Plus we have Ghost Bell, which is pretty good too against Blue Eyes, because if they use like a recursion spell, we have Ghost Bell. So we have pretty decent cards against them, I guess you could say. They're going to reveal, special summon. It's fine. We put the chaining on, because there's a lot of effects. We want to, before they even hit the end phase, we want to Bestial Magnum that stone out of the graveyard. We have a lot of things we need to accomplish before they even go to end phase. Now they're going to Chaos Form. I didn't even know I could Ghost Bell Chaos Form. This is news to me. Yeah, this is definitely news to me. I know. I guess, yeah, because you can banish a Blue Eyes out of the graveyard, but I just never thought to put those two things together. That's crazy, yeah. So I just Ghost Belled that. I don't think there's any way for them to recur that either, so if they're playing one copy, that is it for them. Or they're going to summon out another stone that does actually suck for us, because it's almost guaranteed. United we stand onto the Blue Eyes. Alright. United we stand, that's fine. That is totally fine, yeah. I already have a plan to get rid of this thing too, in advance. So they're going to end of main phase. That's still fine. Battle phase. I'm going to go ahead and activate Time Thief Redoer. I'm going to detach the spell, and I'm going to detach the monster because I want this coming back. And I'm going to draw. That's a pretty good draw. And then we're going to activate Bestial Magnamut. And we're going to banish his White Stone out of the graveyard, and we're going to special summon out the Bestial Magnamut. We're going to activate that to search Tiamaton at the end phase. Alright, so they're going to attack over our Bestial Magnamut, and we'll take 600 direct, which is fine. 600 direct's not the end of the world. End phase. Okay, so end phase, we're going to return this right here. So we line it up here, and then the Bestial Magnamut, we're going to add Tiamaton with the Bestial Magnamut, which is pretty cool. And then our graveyard, our opponent's graveyard, does not include the protection spell, so we're going to activate Tiamaton now. And we're going to special summon it right here, and then we're going to blow up Blue Eyes, and it'll blow up United We Stand also. That goes back to our turn. Now the issue is I can't really game, but it doesn't matter if I can't game, I just realized. Time Thief Redoer, yeah, we're going to activate this, grab something off the top of our opponent's deck. It's a monster card. We don't want to activate that. We could turn the chaining off of that. I think we go grab a Dragoodies. I think we grab Dragoodies. We summon Barrier Statue and we grab Dragoodies, and we should wrap this up. So we're going to banish Tin Goldfish. I don't really care about that, right? Actually, Tin Goldfish probably would have kind of... I should have summoned Tin Goldfish. I'm dumb for that. But it's whatever. Actually, can I go back? Can I do that? Can I, like, cancel? No, I guess I can't cancel. I already clicked it. Alright. So we're going to banish to get to Dragoodies. Dragoodies is a level 4 that is a warrior. So we got to just pick a level 4 that's not an elite. So I guess if we put purple poison, we can get the Dragoodies. Dragoodies should be back here. Yep. So now we just normal summon this out. And I think we just go to battle phase just in case they have evenly matched, or the off chance that they do. So we'll go to battle, attack over this, attack directly. Attack with the barrier statue, and we just activate Dragoodies main phase 2. Like I said, I should have kept... Actually, no, I have... No. I'm actually correct. I did not have a reason to keep the goldfish, actually, now that I think about it, because if I summoned the goldfish, then I wouldn't have had any cards in hand for Dragoodies anyway, so actually, it's totally good that I didn't use that effect. It's actually really good that I didn't, that I kept this dude, because this guy can still be a draw later on. Damn, that's good. We took his jet from him. That's amazing. We took his Blue Eyes and his jet. So I don't know what he's got. He's got at least one copy of Blue Eyes, a Chaos Max, and whatever he just drew. He can banish to add back alternative, but that's not going to do anything because he can't summon it under Barrier Statue. Now I know he's got alternative, regular Blue Eyes, Chaos Max, and a mystery card. So unless that mystery card beats a barrier statue, we're good to go. Okay, that's still not gonna... Yeah, this game's over. That cannot beat a barrier statue. This game is completely and totally over. We might as well get the champagne out. We're celebrating now. We just won. It's over. We're up by way too much, and there's nothing that he could possibly search with Melody of Awakening Dragon that would beat the existing board that we have. So he's just adding more bricks to his hand. That's it. We gotta start. We're not even worried about him. We're already thinking, what are we gonna search? Yeah, we're already thinking about, like, what are we gonna pull out of that pack? That's how over that game was. All right, we've got no legacy tickets, but we've got Slot Machine, an old Bandit Keith card. All right, let's crack open this master pack. Let's see what's in here. Aren't you excited? I am. Let's see what we got in here. Hopefully there's a hidden UR in there. That's a great card. That is a phenomenal card. That is replacing one of our monsters. That is just one of our generic Link 2s. That's really good. This can out so many things. Geonated Transverser. It can give our opponent a monster. Swap it with one of our monsters. Swap their monster with our monster, non-targeting. It's really good. This linked card and its monsters cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That's also pretty good. Yeah, you just switch control. That's an amazing pull. I can't believe it's such a low. This is what I mean. This is one of those cards where it's just like, it's low rarity, but it's amazing. I don't think that we can use this. I mean, we do have some of the Boral stuff, but I don't think that's really worth using. That's not a bad card. It's another copy. Damage equals Reptile is actually, if I remember correctly, no, it's not. I don't think it's that usable for us. Not usable. Good, decent card, but not really for us. Another Salamangreat monster is not bad. And then Raid Raptor and Necro Vulture. This card's okay. But Geonated Transverser is really exciting. So is this. These are two exciting cards out of here. Alright, so we're going to swap out a card out of here. I'm considering what to swap out. This has come in handy a lot. This has come in handy. This has come in handy. This is a great card, but honestly, now that I cut Arborea, I actually don't see myself making it that often. I mean, I guess I can make it with the Ghost Spell. This is a good card. It's come in handy over the past, a number of times, but I honestly, has one of those cards that it's kind of on the chopping block. This is another card that has been a little bit on the chopping block. So is Ouroboros. I've never actually made Ouroboros. I think the cost for Ouroboros is a little bit too much. You have to 3 level 4 monsters, kind of a lot, even though, like, it's a lot to give up from your hand. I'm also thinking about the Code Virus guy, because he's 23, but other than being 23, he's not really that great. So I'm definitely putting in Geonated Transverser. I think Code Virus might be the card that I replace for now, because being 23 isn't really all that amazing, whereas swapping your opponent's monster with your monster can actually be kind of crazy, because we could steal every monster in the middle column and the one that's like over here all the way to the far right. So either of those two columns, we can actually steal pretty good monsters out of that. So that's actually pretty awesome. They're going to max C us right in the standby phase. That pretty much sucks. I think that on that note, I think I'm just going to set a Witch of the Black Forest. I'm going to set there can only be one. I'm actually not going to activate that. I'm just going to set and pass this turn. Penguin Squire is another card where I'm kind of getting to the point where he's getting a little bit annoying in certain situations. I wish we pulled a Dragite or something like that, because if we had a Dragite, he would be really good. Battle phase, phenomenal, just great. I mean, what does it mean? Evenly matched is coming out too. Evenly matched, great. Yeah, I guess we deal with that. We banish the Witch of the Black Forest and the World Forbidden Chalice. I mean, this is our last. There can only be one is literally our last hope. If we aren't able to do something with there can only be one, we just lose the duel. The Performer Pal, 5 Magician, and that will wrap it up. We lose this duel. Actually, I'll stick around a little longer, even though she's annoying. She's a spellcaster. The rest of the deck is Pyros, so at least we can lock them into that. But man, what a sick hand for our opponent. And then they're gonna, if either player spawn trap card, you can place this in the pendulum column, so they're going to be able to place that back. And now they're going to activate the purple 5 Magician, whatever. This honestly seems like a card that would actually hinder them more than it would hinder us. So I don't even know why they did that. They can add a level 5 fire. Yeah, this seems like it would hinder our opponent more than it hinders. Like, we don't actually use that many monster effects. They're going to activate the Poplar. I'm going to chain there can only be one, so this won't summon and it'll just stick to his hand. Then he won't be able to use the on-field effect or anything like that, so that gets stuck in his hand and now he has to pass. Or ideally he's going to have to pass. This is, yeah, like I said, this seems like a very odd card to play right now. Like, it's good against... It's a card that's good against... The Link Karibo is coming out. It's a card that is good against certain decks, but I really don't see the purpose of playing it in this particular deck. I honestly just don't see it. They're going to search this Sinful Spoils card that we have. Where Art Thou? And they're going to search out another Ash. They can't do anything with the Ash. They definitely can't normal summon that Ash, so they're going to have to take 2,000 damage. Going to go Nightmare Phoenix. At least they're burning a lot of resources to do all of this, so that is good for us. They're absolutely tearing through resources right now. But their deck has so much recursion that it really doesn't matter. I guess I'll just wait for... I guess I'm just kind of waiting to see what I'm going to draw off the top, but right now they are looking like they're probably going to beat us. Alright, they're going to go to end phase without even attacking, and they're going to take 2,000. So they took more damage on their turn than we did, which is great for us. This guy is definitely not the best player ever, and we're going to go ahead and special summon Photon Thrasher out, and then we're going to normal summon out the Run... Whoa, never mind. We can actually set Run Ryu and then flip it with the Squire. It's probably the best thing to do there. So we're going to set that, activate Squire, and we're going to special summon out the Squire. I change the level, yes, reduce it by 1. I don't know why it's not letting us. Oh, I can't activate it because of the purple 5, blah, 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 dude. But it's fine because it's better out off the field than on it. Yeah, this card's a little bit annoying. It really is a little bit annoying. We can... I guess we can go into Time Thief. Can I even activate Time Thief? I don't have a set card. So I can't activate Time Thief. I can't even activate this. I can't activate any of my monsters right now because I can't activate any of my monsters because I don't have any set cards. Which actually kind of sucks. I guess we go to battle phase. Just a really weird... And none of my monsters can attack. Of course not. Because I don't have any set spawn trap cards. The attack... all monsters cannot attack, activate their effects. Okay. Well, at least that card's getting hit on the ban list, right? That is really, really annoying. Yeah, I don't have any set cards. I didn't draw any. So I guess we go Time Thief, because it has slightly more attack. And we just pass on that. That's the best I've got. I can't even take a card off their thing in the standby phase. I can't even take the card off their deck. Or they're going to banish to get back a Diabell Star. Yeah, this duel's over. This is even... I can't believe we got out floodgated. That was quite something. Alright, next game. We lost the coin flip. Our opponent seems to have Lady Debug, which could probably mean... No, I guess it's not Math Mech. It's this other deck. But I guess we'll see to which degree they reach. They already summoned me. They already have Mir, which is actually good news. Because... Mir is just not that great, and then they've got Salamangreat Gazelle. They've got 15 cards in the extra deck, but honestly, our hand is pretty decent, and I actually do see us beating this, depending on what kind of a board they end up on. Our opponent's going to set a card. I hope this is the end phase. I hope that this is... It's not. Never mind. Noobs always get me with that. With the... They summon monsters and they set a card and it's like, oh, never mind, it's not the end phase. Like, why do they always set before, like in the middle of the turn? They're going to search Sanctuary, of course, off of the Balinks. And honestly, they've still got a lot of plays. They should have a lot of plays, right? They've got Nier, which no one has ever read. But they've got, more importantly, Spinny, which is a lot of people have read. They can go into the Exceed monster right now. They can go into more Links. Mirage Stallios are pretty simple play here. I mean, like I said, our hand, I'm only sticking around because this hand really isn't too bad. Of course, we do have Grand Horn of Heaven going second, which definitely isn't as good as Grand Horn of Heaven going first. We have Judgment, Memories of an Advent. Like, we have some good cards, so I can stick around and kind of figure things out. If they go into, like, a Link 4 and we Grand Horn of Heaven, that'll be amazing. Because technically, if you Grand Horn of Heaven, it's never used as Link material, so the graveyard effects don't even trigger, which is also really good. Gonna go Sunlight Wolf. They still have the Sanctuary in hand. They can double summon this if they want to. Now they're gonna activate Falco to set back Rage, which is pretty good. And then they're gonna use Salamangreat, Sunlight Wolf, and something else, whatever was there, to Go into a Heat Soul. That's pretty good. And then they're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards. And by a bunch of cards, I mean once during their turn, and then again during our turn they can do it since it's a quick effect. Now they're going to go into another Sunlight Wolf. I don't know why they did that when they could have just used the Sanctuary to go into a Sunlight Wolf and not have to give up all of those monsters. Now they're going to activate Sanctuary. And now they're going to make a third Sunlight Wolf. Which that Sunlight Wolf a second ago already had everything it needed because it was already made with a Sunlight Wolf. Sometimes things just, I don't even know what to say. Alright. Maxi. Woo! Right on cue. Maxi. Yeah, I was going to summon Kashtira Ogre. But I don't really want our opponent to draw. So, is it worth letting him draw one card? I mean, I think it's fine to let him draw one card, right? Yeah, I think it's fine to let him draw one card. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. So we're going to let them draw one card out. It's fine. We're going to Kashtira Ogre. It's level 7. It's a ton of attack. It has a decent effect where, you know, it's a decent card. So now we're going to activate, we're going to summon Rochka, activate her effect. So our opponent is going to help us add a card. That's also pretty good. And this is going to be, we're only going to summon once, special summon once this turn. They're going to activate, I'm an idiot. Why'd I summon that in that zone? Ugh. Then they're going to go Roar. What, of all of the zones to summon it in, why did I have to summon it in the zone that they get a free effect in? There's 4 zones I could have summoned it in. Of course, I summoned it in the 1. This is what happens when you don't play against Salamangrates in like 5 years. So now they're going to get their free card out of the graveyard. Probably going to be Gazelle. Yeah, they're going to add back Gazelle. Completely and totally our fault. And they're going to Rochka. They're going to get some life points and we're going to draw or get a free card from them. But at least we don't have to worry about Rage anymore. That's a pretty good card, but I obviously can't do anything with it yet. So next turn we might be able to actually do something. So we're going to set, and then pass. That's the best we've got. We unnecessarily gave them a copy of Gazelle. Literally 4 other spots I could have summoned it in, but the one spot, for no reason, I summoned it in front of a Sunlight Wolf. Alright, they're going to activate. Add a small trap card. Back to the hand, they're going to add Rage. We do have the Solemn Judgment for the Rage if we need it. But honestly, the thing that's killing us right now is... The thing that is 100% killing us right now is... not even Rage, it's the stupid other stuff. It's the Maxi that actually... As always, it's Maxi that actually stops you in Master Duel, because... Here you are trying to have fun, and then you have this, like, we have this goofy rogue deck, and we summon one thing. This is getting absolutely 100% getting Grand Horn of Heaven. Because then he loses this, and none of the monsters used count as, like, use this material, so they don't get their weird effects. And he's forced to go to main phase 2 also. Salamangreat Circle is going to allow him to add, that's fine. We still have another, we have a Judgment, and we have the Memories of an Adversary too. Another Gazelle. I forgot Gazelle's not limited to 1 too. But he already used 1 effective Gazelle, so I mean, it's fine. Battle phase, cool. He already wasted his normal summon, so that's that. Alright, end phase, phenomenal. Back to our turn. We get Broken Line. Pretty good because we can negate this card. He just set this, so it's probably that Salamangreat Rage. So, never mind. I guess Salamangreat Rage is right here. Target 1 Salamangreat monster. Destroy 1 card. So he's going to target our Judgment. Nothing I can do about that. Guess we lose Judgment. And then he's going to activate Gazelle. Because, of course... And then he's going to be able to send, and we have 2 weak-ass monsters in hand that can't get over a Gazelle. But even if it did, it doesn't matter. So we're going to summon out this guy, activate his effect. Magistus monster. We're going to equip this Magistus monster. We're going to activate. What does this even do? You can add one Magistus monster. Really? That's pretty good. I didn't even read that before. I should have been activating this because it gives me a free card. So I'm going to activate this. We'll see if our opponent ashes. If they do, it's actually good because we get a free negate out of them. Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's solid, actually. So this just stays here. That's phenomenal. I should have been doing that more. I didn't see it. Maybe last time I didn't see it, or they already had it. That's a pretty good engine, though, definitely. So we're going to pop that, and then we're going to draw a card. We got to put one back. Ah, man, what do I put back? Like, which of the black forces, honestly, will we put back? Yeah, I think which of the black forces is what we put back. I think we just set 2 and pass, honestly. We could attack over this, but doesn't this have like a graveyard effect? No, it does not have a graveyard effect. So I think we just attack over his monster. So we go to battle phase and just declare attack. And we'll put chaining on. And we'll wait until damage step, or damage, yeah, right here. Activate it way over here, beef up our own card. And hopefully they don't have anything that they can activate. Balinks can protect, of course. I forgot all about Balinks. Man, this is quite something. Like, not playing against Salamangrate's really like, it's been so out of meta that it's actually kind of crazy that I'm forgetting all of these effects. I forget Balinks' protect. I forgot the wolves. When you summon to its column, he gets a free card. Like, I've forgotten all of these effects because I haven't played against this deck in such a long time. I think I just activate Falco. I'm going to be return that to the hand, special summon it, I think, right? And now, since this is summoned, they can activate the Gazelle in hand, because that's also something. Actually, no, this is going to allow him to summon the Gazelle in hand. Going to summon way over here, out of range from us. Now they're going to summon the Gazelle. They're going to send Foxy, actually, this time around. It's embarrassing that we're even in this game, if I'm being totally honest with you. We should have lost such a long time ago, but this guy just keeps us alive. Like, it's incredible. And they're going to summon Jack Jaguar. Like, he hasn't even done any life points to us. That's what's embarrassing. Like, we should have lost 3 turns ago, but this guy's so bad that we're still somehow in the game. Even though I continue to misplay, he just makes 15 misplays per turn. I don't even know what to say, really. Foxy is going to, I guess, reveal 3, and then I can't add any of those. Kaiser Coliseum in a Salamangrate deck. Kaiser Coliseum in a Salamangrate deck. You really can't make this stuff up. They're going to go for a Link 3. They're going to summon the Heat Leo back out. I don't think you can target spawn trap card, shuffle into the deck. That might suck for, yeah, that's fine, actually. That's this one. Because the other one is actually the one I want to keep, because I want to possibly steal his Heat Leo. I'm going to summon Heat Leo with Heat Leo, so I guess there, if this card's Link Summon, it's not once per turn, so he's going to be able to out our Memories of an Adversary now, so that's gone. Yeah, he's going to target that. Alright, this game is pretty much over. I mean, there's a world where I shouldn't have misplayed, but at the same time, he does have the significantly better deck. Alright, we just lost a coin flip, but we drew 2 hand traps, so truthfully, this is a somewhat playable hand. They're playing Phantom Knights, and we've got a Bestial Magnamut, so that's pretty good. They're going to activate this to send a card to the graveyard, and I think we actually Bestial Magnamut this thing. Yeah, I think we actually Bestial Magnamut this thing to prevent him from doing anything else, but we're going to put Chaining on, so we're going to let him send something else first. And then we'll activate Bestial Magnamut. Okay, so now he sent something else. He sent the Phantom Knights Ragged Gloves. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and activate Bestial Magnamut now, and we're going to target the Cloak. We're going to banish the Cloak. We're not going to go spell our own card. We're going to banish the Cloak. You can summon in attack mode because it honestly doesn't make a difference, because definitely shouldn't have summoned it in this column over here, but it doesn't make a difference, so we're just going to activate that to search. Obviously, we're going to go for Tiamaton. They're going to triple attack these talents. Of course, draw 2 cards. Sometimes your opponent is simply just better than you. They're going to summon out the Phantom Knights Silent Boots, another royal rare. This guy's got some high rarity cards. I'm going to put Burning Abyss, Cherry Beanie, another royal rare. Okay, this guy loves the deck. I'm going to sand Phantom Knights, another royal rare. This might be the craziest, craziest decks I've ever seen. I'm going to banish that eventually. They weren't going to be able to do that. I was hoping we'd be able to stop them, but we were not. Now they're going to activate the Phantom Knights. I am going to Ghost Spell that. Why not? I don't know when the next opportunity to Ghost Spell will be, so I'm just going to do that now. Knowing them, they will have some sort of a play around this. Torrent Scales is going to remain in Graveyard. They're going to activate Silent Boots. They're going to add a Spawn Trap card. They're going to add Fog Blade, which is an annoying card to deal with. They're going to banish this dude, send another card out. I'm going to banish Fog Blade now. Get this dude. Special summon him back. Now they're going to set a card way over here, which I can imagine is probably the Fog Blade. You're going to link summon into IP Masquerena right there. That's fine. Alright, they're going to go to end phase. All of the columns are scrambled, so we're not going to be able to use Tiamaton the way we want to, but at least we've got access to them, and that's nice. Literally, it looks like a checkers board right now. Everything is so scrambled. Are they going to pass? Obviously, we know where certain cards are. We got Rochka, Max Seed. Every game, man. Every game we get Max Seed now. A couple episodes ago it was Harpy's Feather Duster. Now it's Max Seed, the best card in all of Master Duel. That's why we love it. Full combo, or a decent combo, and then they go that. Honestly, I don't even know what to do. Like, no matter what I do, they have... I mean, I guess we fake go to battle phase and then they activate IP. But then they have... How do we draw so many monsters every single time? This is what I mean by, this card I've never, ever drawn. Going second. I guess we go Rochka just because it has decent attack. Yeah, we summon Rochka here. Because then we have Iron Dragon threatening, some other column. Not this one, but we have Iron Dragon threatening another column. Alright, that's fine. They're going to gain 500. We're going to go and draw. Alright, we're going to get Royal Prison, which is, you would think they wouldn't want us to have that. They gave us Royal Prison. I think we're going to fake going to battle phase to get them to trigger their IP. So we're going to activate that. They're going to trigger their IP, which is exactly what we wanted. I am going to see what they summon. I'm going to see what they summon because the IP is... I mean, they're probably going to summon in the same column. Yeah, they're going to summon probably still here. Avermax. Okay, I have no out to that. Another Royal Rare. I don't know if I have a Royal Rare. I mean, I don't know if I have an out to Avermax in my deck. An Avermax that can't be destroyed by card effects. Do I have an out to this? I have to check. And can't be destroyed essentially by battle because it'll always gain attack. Dragoodies is the only out that we have, I think. Because if I have a monster with decent attack, I use Dragoodies. If it's not a special summon monster, that can out Crusader Avermax. Symbol Spoils can't. Dimension Prison can't at targets. Memories of an Adversary can out it. This can't. So we have two outs, essentially, to this card. Continue to main phase. Yes, continue to main phase. I think we just set Royal Prison. I'm not going to pop this column, so I can set the Royal Prison. I think we just pass. That sucked. We have two outs. We literally have two outs. We have Memories of an Adversary and Dragoodies. Those are our only two outs. So in Small World, I guess, if we draw Small World too. So we have Small World, Memories of an Adversary, and Dragoodies. Our opponent's going to activate Cherubini. I don't even know what they activated. What did they activate a second ago? They're going to activate this. Alright, they're going to banish this. Special summon one Phantom Knights card from their hand. Okay. It's fine. So they're going to summon out Boots. Another Royal Rare. This is the most, like, fancy deck I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and summon that. I can't really do anything about it. I mean, I can pop it, but, like, what in the world is that going to do? Terror Top. Another level 3. That's going to allow them to get Takatomborg into play. That's not a Royal Rare, so at least that's their first non-Royal Rare. Special summon that out. Again, not really much I can do here. We're going to go Verde Anaconda right there. I actually do have a response to that instantly. I'm going to go ahead and activate Iron Dragon Tiamaton. And I'm going to try to summon it to destroy this, but at the same time they do have the Fog Blade that can possibly stop me anyway. So we're going to activate that. Summon this here in defense because he's got Crusade Avermax that can gain a bunch of attacks. So they're summoning in defense. Fog Blade, yep, they're going to activate Fog Blade. Not much I can do there. Got to live with it. So now we are probably going to be having to deal with a Phoenix Enforcer on top of having to deal with a Verde Anaconda. No, on top of a Crusade Avermax, we have a Phoenix Enforcer. So now we have to deal with two really, really big threats. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, the good thing is if he activates Phoenix Enforcer and he doesn't pop our back row, we do have another Royal Rare. We do have the Royal Prison. He's going to destroy 2 cards. He's got so much fodder, so he can just destroy this and one of our cards, destroy this and one of our cards. Yeah, like he's got so much fodder. He doesn't have to stress about destroying anything. Like he doesn't have to destroy his own Phoenix Enforcer. And he's going to destroy, yep, the Royal Prison. Yeah, I don't think that we can actually out this now. Now I don't think that we can out this. We had 3 outs before to out the Crusadia. Yeah, we had 3 outs for Crusadia before, but I actually legitimately don't think that we have any outs now. Because any out we put into play, he can just destroy any memories of an adversary. We can just, yeah, we just lose now. I don't think that we can win this duel. He's got way too much. Alright, so this is our opponent's deck. I mean, look at these Royal Rares, man. They've got Phoenix Enforcer, all of these Raid Raptor cards, Cherubini, Mekk-Knight Crusader, Avermax. Look at this main deck. Like, there's so many Royals. It's actually kind of incredible. I didn't even know this card was a super rare, and it's still Royal. Everything is a Royal. It's just, wow, what an incredible deck. Alright, we're going to normal summon the Chow Sai, and we're going to set Broken Line right here. We're going to activate Messenger Beach just in case our opponent attacks. So I guess we have them protected. We have the Chow Sai. If they're playing Tier Limits, Chow Sai is actually pretty decent. And then we've got the Broken Line. Honestly, overall, this is kind of like a little weaker. But we also got Bestial Magnamut. So if they're playing Tier Limits, we've got a pretty cool situation against them. Because Chow Sai negates their graveyard, spell and trap cards effects. They can't attack over it because of Messenger of Peace. Broken Line can negate anything in this column. And then, of course, we have Bestial Magnum. But never mind, because they're playing Cap Shell, which means they're probably playing Sprites. Yep, they're playing Sprites. But if they go into the level 2, we have Bestial Magnamut to stop them. If we go into the Link 2, if they go into the Link 2, we have Bestial Magnamut to stop them, which is pretty good already. They're special summon this, but they didn't activate the effect to search. Why didn't they activate the effect to search? Isn't that weird? Why would they not activate that effect? Because I would have Broken Line that, but they just didn't do it. That was just so incredibly odd. It's almost like they knew we had that face down. They're going to go into the Sprite Elf. Use Cap Shell to draw a card. I'm not going to negate that. I would rather negate this when they activate the effect. Yeah, they're going to activate to target a card in Graveyard. And they're going to target the Smasher, or the Sprite, not Smashers, Pixies. We're going to chain this to banish the Pixies out of the graveyard. So we're going to banish that so they won't be able to special summon. We'll special summon this here so we can get Tiamaton into play at the end phase, and they're going to draw a card off a Cap Shell. We're obviously going to activate this. So our opponent is definitely playing Sprites, although not the best Sprites ever because they are playing Pixies for some reason, which has a quick effect. Okay, so now they're going to keep going. They're going to summon red. But we do have the out to red, which is nice. We have the Broken Line. Alright, they're going to go to end phase. And end phase, we're going to activate Bestial Magnamut. We're going to resolve its effect. We're going to get Tiamaton. We'll put Chaining on. And they found this card to be very important. which is good because I'm going to activate Tiamat now since there's 3 cards in the same column. Since they found this card to be very important, I'm going to try to summon this here in this column. If they activate Sprite Red, it's perfect because we have Broken Line to negate that effect, the effect of Sprite Red. So we're going to activate Tiamat to destroy this column here. And then whatever this card is getting demolished. And then Sprite Red, perfect. We're going to absolutely clear his board right now. It's going to activate Sprite Red, tribute that for cost. Wonderful, because he can't do anything on our turn. We're going to activate Broken Line. This card is obviously very, very important to him because he's willing to do all of this to protect it. We're going to destroy the Sprite Red. And now this card will resolve, and this will be destroyed. Mirror Force. Okay, that's what that was. It was a Mirror Force, mad random. Okay, that is a really odd card to play against. Now, do we play around the Mirror Force? I don't think we have a choice, right? I don't think we have a choice, because that might be another Mirror Force. Resolve, yes. Cost, no. I think we have no choice but to play around that Mirror Force. So we're going to normal summon out the Crusader of Endymion. We technically have game on board. We have 2 options. We can attack and go... We can attack, and hopefully they don't have a Mirror Force and we win, or maybe they do have a Mirror Force, but then I can go into... I'm just going to go for game, and if we lose, we lose. Like, honestly, if we lose, we lose. I know like we saw the Mirror Force, but I just can't... I can't live like this. I can't live in fear. If it's a Mirror Force, it's a Mirror Force. What can I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Of course, if it was a Mirror Force, you guys would be telling me I'm a moron. I should have known. But at the same time, it's like you don't actually have any way of really knowing what the card actually is going to be. Because if you destroyed a Mirror Force, there's a lower chance of seeing a Mirror Force. But hopefully this is it. Hopefully what's in their hand is just a hand trap that they can trigger. And nothing else. Okay, they've got Mirror Force Launcher. Doesn't matter. Okay, we won anyway. Thank God they did not have another Mirror Force. Alright, so we've got a Legacy ticket and 2 more monsters. 2 we already have, Mare, and then a 3rd copy of Dark Fire Soldier number 2. So this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing sprites, but a very weird build. They've got like Hyperia and Shield Wing and Capshell and Dark Hole, which I would love to have. Raigeki, which I would love to have. Some, it's cards like this. Yeah, some good cards here, but not the best build, I'll say that. They did have three Mirror Forces, but it was a 50 card deck. Alright, let's open up a Master Pack. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, today's goal is to get as many packs as humanly possible. I don't care if it's no URs, but I just need to get more opportunities. A Raid Raptor, probably not usable. Evil Twin, not usable. Firewall Defender is actually a good card. Yeah, it's just need more Firewall monsters in the main deck to make it usable. That's not a bad card. A Perform Pal, Whim Witch. We've actually stopped pulling 2 tributes for Tribute of a Pendulum monster. We've just stopped pulling as many Perform Pal monsters. Utopia Ray is our first Utopia. No, it's not. It's our 2nd copy of the same thing. Sylvan, can't really use that. Overburst Dragon. Requires 2 Rocket Dragons, which we have some, but not enough to consistently summon that. And then we've got Backup Squad is actually a great card, and I probably will play it. You get every time you take 1,000, you draw a card. I mean, that's not bad, but it is a little bit slow. I would rather have had the other one, the one that every time a monster is destroyed, but that's like this card's really not bad. It's advantage, and it just relies on our opponent attacking us, so we would have to survive all the way to our battle phase, and then this card is usable, but I might give it a try instead of some other cards. Alright, let's open up a Legacy ticket. It's glowing. I mean, this is our first Legacy ticket in quite some time, actually, because the other ones, Deep Diver is not that great of a card. And then we've got Mirror Ladybug, another insect. This card's really not that great for us, but it looks cool. Alright, so just to morph the deck around, I'm going to take out temporarily Messenger of Peace. I'm going to try out this Backup Squad because it seems like a cool enough card. It gives you a little more advantage here and there, so I'm going to try it out for now. Alright, last time I mentioned that there are certain cards that we don't have access to, and you guys were like, no, you do. You can pull that out of the Master Pack. No, I meant it when I said this is how you obtain the cards. Like, Monster Reborn, for example, is a card that we can't get. Like, we can't possibly get it unless it's in the solo mode. I believe Reinforcements of the Army is the same way. Alright, here's Reinforcements of the Army, how to obtain. Again, dual strategy. This is the only way to get this card. We don't have access to it in any other way. You can't actually get it from the Master Pack. I think there's a few cards. I think Raigeki is actually added into the main thing, but Monster Reborn we actually don't have access to ever. I don't know how we're going to have to deal with that, because Monster Reborn seems like a really fun card to use in a Masochist challenge, but I don't want to just craft it. I don't want to go get it in the solo mode. Like, I actually want to pull it, but I just don't really have a way. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But now we have a new deck, so we morphed some things around. So I'm happy to go try out some new things. All right, so we just won the coin flip, but our hand is very going second. So we're going to set, pass. Probably just set this just to make sure there's 2 cards in a column, and if that gets destroyed, we get to search, and then if they summon a monster here, we get to summon Iron Dragon. I should have set this way over here, but it's whatever. Playing Labyrinth, this duel is as good as done, because I can't beat this deck. And they have the Welcome Labyrinth to send off the top. Yeah, there's certain decks that we're just not ever going to beat, and this probably is that deck. But I mean, we can stay a little bit just to check things out, but I mean, more than likely this duel is pretty much over. We have a Judgment for that. So if they activate this, we could Judgment. So I think I am going to go ahead and Judgment this, just because then we can just put that in graveyard. And even though it has a recursion effect, sometimes maybe we do something that causes our opponent to rage quit. If we can draw a barrier statue off the top, we actually can win this duel, to be completely honest. But it would really require like a perfect draw. But even the barrier statue wouldn't matter, because if they have like Dogmatic Punishment, we're okay. All right, okay. Okay. Normal summon that out. Like I said, if they have Dogmatic Punishment, oh my god, am I psychic, bro? What is this? Why do I know every card that's coming up? Maybe I am. What am I, psychic? Like, what am I, the Pharaoh? I've been doing this too much. Oh my god, they're gonna send, what's her name? That's such a dumb send too. They didn't even send anything good. They sent the Tri-Brigade for Jeet. But I guess they can add all of this stuff back, and they're going to activate the trap to add that back, so they can add back 8 million cards. Everything I said happened. That was incredible. I shouldn't have said that last part. It would have never happened. They're going to add back that, and that, and that, and then we're going to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore, actually. I keep remaining here, but, I mean, honestly, we're going to set the Vortex, I think. Yeah, we're going to set Vortex, and then we're going to summon Iron Dragon Tiamaton. Set Vortex, activate this. I know it's in their hand, so at least that's good. And activate Big Welcome Labyrinth. If they summon the Knight, then I actually am leaving. Like, no more fake outs. I actually Ice Dragon's Prison. What do we have in graveyard? A Pyro. We've got a Warrior on the field, so that doesn't really help. So they're going to summon that out. They're going to summon out, I imagine, probably the Knight. If I had to guess, oh no, Silver Castle. Okay, that's actually better for us because we can steal the Silver Castle. Going to return the Fire Barrier statue this way. I can actually just pop this column, and I don't have to worry about him destroying a card in our hand. And I think I will do that, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to activate that and destroy this. Yeah, he's going to destroy a card, non-targeting. That's fine. You can destroy the barrier statue in our hand. Or he can destroy a card on our field. Hopefully he destroys Lightning Vortex because it's completely dead and there's nothing I can do with it. He's going to destroy that, and we're going to... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that if he gets destroyed, then his effect isn't resolved. That's good to know, actually. So I'm going to activate... I think the smart thing to do would be to activate Crackdown right now. And just take the lovely Labyrinth and move it out of the way. And they have another response. This guy's got everything. I just can't... I can't win. I can't win. I think he's just got everything. He's got absolutely every possible card that he could have. Like, I mean, at least he outed the monster for us. But the problem is that he's got the trap in hand. The card that sets a trap from deck in hand right now. This is the longest duel we've ever had against Labyrinth, by the way. This is, like, kind of incredible. Well, we've had one other duel a long time ago where we actually beat them. But I think we, out of our Labyrinth matchup, I think we are, like... Oh my god, how many of this does he have? He set that one back, so I should have known. But out of our Labyrinth matchups, I think we are, like... I don't know, like, we probably have, like, 20 losses and one singular win against this deck. This deck is just... So good against us. I'm going to search Big Welcome Labyrinth again. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Why am I here? Why am I here? I should have left as soon as I saw a Labyrinth card. I should have just packed my bags. All right. We just won the coin. We lost the coin flip. Our opponent made us go first, which is concerning. I think we're all in agreement there. It's very concerning. We're going to summon out Rochka. We've got Inari, which is pretty cool. We're going to activate her, get a card for free, and then we're going to summon Inari and then go into Time Thief. I mean, that's probably the best thing I can think of right now. We also had Chao Sai. His negate hasn't really ever come up yet, but then again, you know, neither player can activate spawn trap cards, so I mean, we wouldn't know if it did come up because they wouldn't be activating. How many cards is he playing? 55 plus 5. He's going to add memory loss. Thanks. Thanks. That's exactly what we want, by the way. It's just for our opponent to add just good spawn trap cards. So we're going to hit him with the Time Thief. We're going to summon Time Thief out right here. And we're going to put Broken Line underneath. In the middle column, Royal Prison, and Memory Loss. And hopefully that is enough. But we'll have to see. He's playing a 60-card deck. It could be absolutely anything in the world. We're obviously playing a mishmash of things that we find here and there. We have like a deck we found at a garage sale, honestly. We've got Time Thief Redoer. We're going to go ahead and hit them with that. Don't want to negate our own. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get a trap card. So we now have an interruption on the Time Thief, which is awesome. So essentially we have 3 interruptions. We have 3 interruptions. Our opponent has 6 cards. If we can do it, we can, yeah. If we can manage to do our thing here, that's good. So if this is the card that we got, what this tells me is our opponent is probably playing Chain Burn of some kind, which means they could have Lava Golem, so I might not want to play into that. They didn't do anything, and I'm just going to go back to my turn. Yeah, they didn't do anything. They just set 2 cards and passed Barrier Statue. I actually think Chao Sai would probably be better than Barrier Statue right now, but we'll see what we get off the top of Time Thief. We're not going to Broken Line our own monster. That's pretty good, so now we've got all 3. I don't know what this is, and it's mildly concerning, so I think I'm going to go Barrier Statue. Because I think Barrier Statue is just a little too good not to go into, so I'm going to go attack with Time Thief Redoer. We'll see what our opponent has. It's a stone. Okay, they're going to be able to add a Blue Eyes. That's cool, that's fine. At least if it was the other stone, it still would have been good, because we have Barrier Statue, plus we have Royal Prison, so we have multiple good things to activate there. So we're going to go Barrier Statue is fine, and now we just main phase 2. I guess we just activate the Time Thief Redoer. We're just going to activate the effect to detach the trade-in. We're not going to detach the monsters, and we're going to just draw a card. Photon. It's fine, because as long as we're drawing, it's good. As long as we're drawing, we're good. We're going to activate Time Thief again to grab a card off their deck. They're, from what I can tell, probably playing a 60-card anime deck, Blue Eyes deck. They've got, despite being an anime player, they're smart enough to play Maxi. But they've got Magic Cylinder. This card, Vision with Eyes of Blue, does absolutely nothing under barriers. It does 0 under Barrier Statue. Now they're going to go, weirdly enough, to battle phase. And they're going to scoop it up. I see the things cracking in the background. We draw the most disgusting hands against the most, like, below average players. 2 legacy tickets. Pretty awesome. We've got a pretty standard Blue Eyes deck. I mean, it's about as standard and weird as a Blue Eyes deck can get. Mirror Split of the Underworld. Never even heard of this card. Yeah, this is anime duelist if I've ever seen it, but this is for the first time, and I think we need to write this down somewhere. This is the first anime player I've ever seen actually brick, and it's a 60-card deck. They're playing a 60-card deck, but they're playing 1 copy of Ultimate Fusion, and 3 Tyrant Dragons, and then they're playing 7 different fusions. They have 1 copy of Ultimate Fusion, 1 copy of True Light, and 2 Bingo Machine Ghosts. That's the only way to get to the fusions, and that's what they're playing. And then the Poly, they're going to search off of this dude. Sometimes their ratios are just I don't even know what to say sometimes. Alright, time to open up a master pack. Let's see what we get. Let's see. I get so excited about opening the packs, even if they suck, because sometimes you find some great stuff. Another Morphtronic. Remember, once per episode, we got to pull at least 2 Morphtronics. Amazement, another Amazement card. Amazement has a field spell. Yeah, this card is just kind of okay. It doesn't give you any advantage whatsoever. So in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, that just isn't good enough for a field spell. Destruction Sword Flash isn't really good for us. Call of the Reaper is not good for us. Sofa Cord. This is a Sofa Cord counter trap. Okay, so weirdly enough, this is actually a counter trap that doesn't actually negate anything. Because it's so rare to find a counter trap that does not negate. It's almost amazing. This is almost like negate attack. And negate attack still negates something. But basically what this does is when your opponent activates something, Spell Trap, when it activates Spell Trap monster effect, you can shuffle one Pendulum from the extra deck away, and then Pendulum, and then apply these effects. Pendulum monsters unaffected. Pendulum cards can be destroyed and cannot be banished. So it basically just gives you protection. I don't know why this is a counter trap, but it's whatever. We do have some of those cards. Magic Key unlocking. Magic Key is cool, but we don't have enough to play whatsoever. And then we've got Queen Dragon Digin. Okay, so this card's actually not bad at all. And actually, we have a dragon deck still in the background of all of this. It's kind of like a control dragon deck, but this requires 2 level 4 monsters and lets you summon a level 5 or higher dragon from the graveyard, which actually isn't bad. But if effects are negated, which kind of sucks, because if we summon what's his name? If we summon Magnemite, we actually can't even activate its effect. So this card is kind of like just okay. It's not really that great. I mean, in certain situations, if we have Bestial Magnemite in graveyard, we have 2 level 4s, we can get a lot of, like, what is she, 22 plus 25? We can get that much damage onto the board if we want to. But generally, this is not that phenomenal of a card. Alright, time for the legacy tickets. The other part of the free openings. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Dark Chimera, Skull Conductor. I don't believe exactly 2,000. I don't think we have the ability to do anything with that right now. Those cards, when it requires like exact stats, don't really help us. Tricky Spell number 4. This card's not terrible. If we had 3 copies of the Tricky and 3 copies of this, we could maybe do something with it, but we don't have enough of those. Spell Calling. Yeah, this card is, I mean, if the effect goes off, it's cool, but I mean, it requires this card to be sent to the, yeah, it's not. This card's too specific. So we have 4 unusable cards. Our opponent is going to activate Apprentice, discarding Dark Magician. They're playing Dark Magician, obviously, here. Okay, they've got the Royal Rare. Unsurprisingly, that was... everybody has it. And then they're going to set a card and pass. So they've got a Dark Magician. Never mind. Forgot who we're dealing with here. These sleeves just came out. The Dark Magician Girl sleeves. Everyone's dying for them. We got 2 barrier statues, which aren't bad. But in our situation, they're not that great either. We 10 goldfish, and we can probably go into... we special summon Adamancipator. We do that first, right? So we summon that out. And Adamancipator's pretty solid. Actually, I think I have a little route in my mind here. So we're going to summon that. They're going to Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul's actually going to help us now that I see that. I want them to do that. They're going to special summon a Dark Magician. Eternal Soul is actually the best case scenario. Okay, perfect. They prompted that now. They don't have a circle on board. I'm going to activate this just in case they've got an Ash or something. They don't, which is cool. We're going to go 10 goldfish next. And I think we have a decent route here that I think is going to be able to beat them. So we're going to summon 10 goldfish out. Activate that effect to special summon the barrier statue. So we're going to summon the barrier statue out. So now Lemon Magician Girl is dead unless they've got the fire one in hand. But I mean, what are the chances, right? What are the chances? We're gonna go Ikura using these 2. I'm gonna summon that right here, and now we can. This can protect a dark spellcaster, right? If a dark spellcaster battles, this is a light spellcaster. But at the same time, if I don't want to risk anything, I'll just attack the Apprentice Illusion, and then I can just pop Eternal Soul and not have to risk a damn thing. So I'm just gonna, just in case he's got the fire one in hand. Actually, let me read this one more time. Yeah, so there's a possibility they can change the attack target. So just in case he's got the fire one, I'm gonna go ahead and attack Apprentice Illusion. And now, since that did some damage, we're gonna activate, and then we're gonna destroy his Eternal Soul, and that'll just pop the board anyway. And I won't have to take any needless risks, and now we just attack directly. And main phase 2, we've got Dimensional Prison, plus there can only be 1. So pretty solid. I think we just passed on that. They've got 2 cards left. They've got their anime deck. They've got everything they need to beat us because it's an anime deck, and they have... knowing them, this is a way to get to 3 Dark Magicians on board. Harpy's Featherdust and Raigeki. End phase. Uh-oh, we've got a retreat here. We've got a sudden retreat. Backup squad. We draw it, but we can't use it yet. So, I'll activate it. Each time you take 1,000 or more damage. Because of your opponent's card effect or their monster attack. Yeah. Yeah. We'll activate this. And we'll just go to battle phase. We'll go to battle phase. We'll start attacking. Do some more damage here. We got to wrap this up. Not that they can really do much now because most Dark Magician cards need some sort of, what is it called? It needs special summoning. So to a large degree, a lot of their deck is completely shut off right now, which is good for us. We got Lemon Magician shut off. All the Magician Girls are shut off because unless there's a fire one. I don't remember if there's a fire one. No, they scoop it up. All right, we get it. We draw the most disgusting and amazing hands against some of the worst decks and some of the worst players, but then we like play against like Labyrinth and we can't. We get like monsters and stuff. All right, we've got 1 legacy ticket and 8 gem. All right, the second best part of the show, looking at our opponent's deck. This is about as anime player as it gets. We've got Buster Blader. This guy's ready to beat Slifer. Buster Blader, Sage's Stone. You got like 1 of everything. This guy's literally just Yugi. He's got like 1 of every card. He's got a Royal Rare Magician Souls. That's incredible. Royal Rare Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. This guy got lucky. 2 Royal Rare Dark Magician cards is pretty awesome. Actually 3 now that I count this, but this one's free. Everyone got it. All right, let's go for the Master Pack. No glow, but that doesn't matter because if we keep pulling cards like Geonator Transverser, you could screw... I don't care about that glow. We've got Fabled Topi, Dino Wrestler. When your Dino Wrestler inflicts damage, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense. It's not that great. Fabled Topi is a Fabled card. I don't even know why I'm reading it. Overpowering Eye is 2,000. It can attack directly. It's a zombie. Okay, whatever. Gravekeeper's Priestess. We don't have Gravekeeper cards. That's one of the best Lunalights of all time, but we don't have enough Lunalight stuff. Already got this. Can't use it. What's down here? Super Viacroy Jumbo Drill. Wow, I'm never going to use that. And then we've got Vampire Familiar. We've got 2 Vampire cards in 1 pack. This is... I cannot believe this is a super rare. This is a card that requires 3 individual specific monsters, and it does piercing. That's all it does. 3,000 attack, 3 monsters to fuse it. I mean, if we ever get one of these materials, and then we get... What's that guy? Fusion Deployment. I still wouldn't play, because then I'd have to Fusion Summon. Yeah, that's not happening. But I guess that just gets thrown into the pile of nonsense. Alright, so let's open another pack here. We've got another Legacy ticket. We've got a Glowing Legacy ticket. I would prefer if some of the other packs glowed, but whatever. We've got... what is this? Strike Slash. All it does, it makes your monster that's attacking gain attack and do piercing. Not really good enough. Let's see what this is. Vortex the Whirlwind, our second copy of this card. So that's obviously, if I'm not using it now, I'm probably not going to be using it now that we have 2 copies. Alright, we have just won the coin flip. Our hand's pretty solid. I think we go Inari Fire Penguin Squire. I think that actually sounded pretty cool. Inari Fire Penguin Squire. We're going to activate this, Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a max C. We're going to summon this in defense. Yes, we want to change the level. Yes, we want to reduce it by 1. Yes, we're going to activate this. Flip this face up. And then we're going to go into Time Thief and hope we get a trap or spell off the top of our opponent's deck. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to set the There Can Only Be One. It's pretty solid opening, right? Pretty solid. We've seen it a million times, but it's the best we've got until we pull Abyss Dweller or one of the other cards. Even Abyss Dweller, like, would I even go into Abyss Dweller every single time? It's good against a lot of decks, but, I mean, you know what we need to pull? We need to pull Zeus. But every time I say we need to pull something, I swear to you, we never pull it. I don't think there's ever been a card that I've wanted to pull, but that I've pulled. It just kind of shocks me out of nowhere. It's like, oh, I didn't expect this. There's never, if I ever say, hey, we need this, we never get it. It's like Vidjam. How long has it been since we've all seen Vidjam? I've said, if we can pull more, I'll play more. Never pulled more. Activate Time Thief Redoer. Grab a card off the top of our opponent's deck. They're going to activate Forbidden Chalice. I didn't see that coming, I'm not going to lie. And I don't know if... I think I'm going to go ahead and Time Thief Redoer, only because I don't want him to summon a giant monster and then destroy our Time Thief Redoer by battle. So I don't want to lose it. I want to be able to keep it for next turn. So I'm going to detach and I'm going to lose my Time Thief, but at my own discretion, not by his hand. All right, they're going to activate Ritual Sanctuary. This is getting concerning, but we'll see. Discard a light ritual monster, okay, whatever, or a spell card. So they're going to activate that. So they're going to be able to draw a card. Diviner of the Herald. Okay, I'm hopefully they don't send a Tisk, because if they send a Tisk and they pop our back row, we're pretty much done here. Okay, good. They send Herald of the Arclight. So now we're good. Now we're good. What is with these high rarity decks? What's going on here? You guys see what I'm seeing? Like, today's been like so many high rarity decks. Okay, they're going to add Eda Tin. This is actually good because we have there can only be one, so we're going to make they're going to activate this, but we're going to make it fizzle because we're going to activate there can only be one, and they already have a fairy on board, so they can't summon anything else. So we're good here. We are really, really good. We're going to activate there can only be one. They're locked into one fairy monster. That card's going to go straight to graveyard, and their turn probably is going to be up unless they have another thing here. They're going to activate this. I mean, they're going to attack with that. I'm going to activate Bestial Magnamut. Banish the Herald of the Arclight. And I'm going to special summon out, obviously, the Bestial Magnamut. We're going to activate that, but we're not going to be able to summon Tiamaton because Tiamaton is also a dragon, so we're not going to be able to summon it. But what we did do is we made our opponent's cards fizzle. So we're going to apply that effect. We're going to add Tiamaton, and then we're going to resolve this to put back Time Thief onto the board. Summon him here nicely out of the way, and then we're going to draw a card. Forbidden Chalice. Like I said, I have no way to summon the Tiamaton anyway. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to activate this Time Thief Redoer, grab a trap. That's pretty good, and that was a pretty good trap. Not that they could have activated it because we have Ritual Sanctuary anyway, but pretty good trap. We're going to summon this here, and I mean, I guess I can set this and then link away Bestial Magnamut, but like, what would that even accomplish? What would that accomplish? Nothing. So then we go to battle phase. We go to battle phase with what we have. We attack over his monsters. Yeah, we attack over his monsters here. Do some decent damage. They do have other stuff that they can do if they can get to another Herald card. But we are in a decent situation right now. Definitely in a decent situation. Main phase 2, I think we just set the Forbidden Chalice. We just set it here. And I think we just pass on what we've got. I think we just pass on what we've got for sure. I don't think there's anything that we can really go into in our extra deck. We could have gone, if we wanted to, into Mech Knight Crusader Avermax, but I don't know that that would have been very helpful. I think we're better off keeping the Time Thief Redoer plus the Forbidden Chalice. I think that's much, much better. Now we've got a spell under him too, which is pretty awesome. So we've got a spell and a trap card. Are they going to activate this? Shuffle any number of spells in graveyard and target one fairy monster. Special summon it so they can special summon one out of the graveyard. They're going to target that. I'm actually going to go ahead and activate... Actually, I don't need to. I don't need to. I was going to activate Time Thief, but I have the Forbidden Chalice, so I'm just going to activate Forbidden Chalice on that. And that way, we just negate it that way. I'm not going to... They're going to summon that. They're going to activate its effect on summon. And now I'm just going to activate Forbidden Chalice. And I'm going to negate his Diviner of the Herald. Because I was about to waste my Time Thief Redoer to put this on top of the deck, but I actually don't think that's totally necessary in any way. This is probably the smarter play. That way he's already clogged his monster zones with a fairy, and he can't get rid of the there can only be one, so he's got to have something in hand in order to get rid of there can only be one. Otherwise we win. And that's it. He scoops it up. Yeah, that was a solid win. That was like that was a very, 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 very awesome win. All right, so we've got 3 legacy tickets this time around. Cool. We've got another deck, like a lot of, look at this, Royal, Mad Royals. There's 2 Royals. I'm kind of stretching it. But still, oh, actually, no, right here. Izuna's a Royal. The Ritual Sanctuary is a Royal. Really cool. All right, Master Pack. Let's see. No glow, but that's fine. It's fine, because sometimes they trick us anyway, like that Viacroid. It was no glow. Woo! My mind's racing, but it could be absolute garbage. Second copy of this card's actually really good. Yeah, if you control a face of Xyz monster, you can special summon this card. That's it. You just need an Xyz monster. Free summon otherwise. Not a bad card. Leela, not bad. We need a lot more than just one Leela. Laval, remember, we have to pull the Hidden Arsenal bulk. Dark Lord, can't play that. Beginning Night, that's new. I don't, if you, Blackluster, so Ritual Monster, okay, that, no point to read past that. Third copy of the Gungan Su ship, Dreadnought Ikura class. This is our third copy of this. We still have not pulled the Gungan Su ship Shari. That's just a regular normal monster. If we had that, that would allow us to draw a card every single time we special summon this, but we have not drawn that. Now, you are, drum roll please. What do we get? Punishment Dragon. Here we go. We can't summon this. We couldn't summon this even if we were playing Lightsworns. We can't summon this unless the only way you can really summon this is when the new Lightsworn support comes out, which is coming out in like a month in the TCG, and then it summons it for free from the deck, ignoring summoning conditions. That's the only way we'd be able to summon this. So this goes right into the bulk pile. It's completely unusable for us. All right, time for some legacy tickets. Let's see what we get out of here. Hopefully it's something cool. We'll see. Let's see. We've got Zonky and D-Spear, which obviously that's not going to work for us, but Zonky is a weird looking guy, and he's not really usable. V-Tiger Jet and Pot of Benevolence, Fire Memory. Target 2 cards in the grave, shuffle them into the deck. And you banish this instead of sending it in the graveyard. So it's a call by the grave, but slow and doesn't negate. Not good enough. Let's see. Ribbon of Rebirth. This is actually not even that bad. Again, this is one of those cards I wish I had pulled earlier in the run, because it would have been like a cool, funny card that we could have used. But like at this point, it'd just be dumb to play it, because it's like cool. It does, like, if we attach it to our opponent's monster, we destroy our opponent's monster, special summon it to our board, then attack with it. Like I honestly think that's pretty cool. But again, this is just a little too slow. And most of the time, what do we end on? A Time Thief. So we're going to end on a Time Thief, where we're going to equip with this thing, and then what? We're going to banish our Time Thief. This is going to fall off. Like, what is... Like, it's not a totally useless card. This is not good. It's not a totally useless card, but maybe with some weird deck we can possibly one day... Actually, you know what this is actually... It's actually quite versatile to a certain degree, because it is during the end phase. During the end phase, never mind. I was going to say, it would have been... that means it can't, like, attack. We can't, like, destroy a monster and then attack with it. So I was wrong, because it's during the end phase. But it is... I was going to mention what is kind of cool about it is that if they destroy a barrier statue, we can summon it back. But at the same time, it's during the end phase, so it's not like it gets destroyed and it instantly gets summoned back. So honestly, Call of the Haunted would just be better than this. Like Back to the Front would just be better than this. Like, there's so many cards that just simply be better than that. Alright, we just lost a coin flip, and we are going second. And we actually drew Sinful Spoils, going second. Not going first, we drew it going second, the Subversion card. We'll see what our opponent's playing. They're playing 1-for-1, which means they could be also playing Sinful Spoils, which means that this card is completely dead against that deck. But I guess we'll see what they're playing. Hopefully they're playing Blue Eyes. Fingers crossed. Alright, they're going to send a Red Eyes to the graveyard, which tells me they're probably playing Red Eyes. This has been like an anime episode today. We got Dark Magician, Red Eyes. They're going to summon out Black Metal Dragon, and they're going to summon Nocto Vision. How many cards in their extra deck? 15. This might actually be a real deck, but I guess we'll find out. They're going to summon Nocto Vision. They've got Black Metal and Nocto Vision, which is already really good, because they went into a Link 1, probably Striker. Yeah, Striker Dragon. We're going to have to just kind of sift through this. Like, a part of our hand is really good going first, too, because we probably would have just straight up won if we had gone first, because we've got Royal Prison, we've got the Paleozoic Dinomischus, and we've got Barrier. We probably would have just won, because I don't think that they have a normal summon that would have gotten over Barrier Statue. But it's fine. We're going second. We'll see what we can do here. We have Sinful Spoils, which finally we get to use. Alright, let's see what they go into. Verde Anaconda, which means they're probably going to go into Red Eyes Fusion, but Red Eyes Fusion is significantly worse on Master Duel, because they can't go into Dragoon. See, if they went into Dragoon, I'd be trembling right now, because Dragoon, we don't have an out in our hand right now. We don't have an out for Dragoon. We don't really even have an out in our deck for Dragoon, if I'm being honest. We have Crusader Avermax, like off the top, Whirl Sword, Crusader Avermax. Like, we don't have a lot of outs to Dragoon. So they're going to go into Comet Dragon, which is fine, because we have... This card is so good against Comet Dragon. They're going to burn us additionally. It's fine, whatever. If Comet's sent to the graveyard from the Monster Zone, if this card's sent from the Monster Zone to the graveyard, Target one normal red eye, special summon it back. We're going to put this in the spawn trap card zone, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's good for us. We're going to draw. We're going to see what we get here. Run Ryu's whatever. I mean, we can go into Time Thief, or we can go into Barrier Statue. I think we know the answer. We're villains now. We're going to go into Sinful Spoils of Subversion. We're going to activate, put the red eyes into the back row. That didn't even give him a chance to respond. That means his back row is totally useless. And they're going to scoop. And they probably thought we were playing Snake Eye. That's wonderful. They're probably like, I hate Snake Eye players. We can fool people. That's good. I'm fine with that. We're going to rank up into 4. We've been between 4 and 5 all day. And honestly, I'm not really dying to get into 3. Because realistically, this is literally, as I'm recording, is the last day of this particular cycle or season. So I'm not going to be able to get the platinum. That's why I'm just taking this episode just to get as many packs as possible so we get into the next season and we are fresh and we have a bunch of new packs and a bunch of new strategies, and possibly by the end of the episode maybe we'll have one of those like viewers can create a deck and then I'll play it situations, because if I pull a lot of good stuff or if I pull enough packs we can have a lot of different strategies that we can all kind of have fun with. 2 legacy tickets. All right, this is what our opponent's playing. It's a pretty standard Red Eyes deck. We've got Vishuda, good card. We've got Soul, not as good of a card. This other one's really good. Meteor Dragon. This is a lower rarity than this one, and it's such a better card. But overall, this isn't a terrible build actually. This is actually like a half decent build. The only thing I'd really cut is like Blackstone of Legend and maybe play a little more of the Dragon Link stuff. But overall, this is really, as far as pure builds go, this is actually really kind of playable. Kind of a decent build. All right, we're going to open up a master pack. Let's see what we get. We have not got a glowing master pack in quite some time. I don't know how long, but quite some time. Armor, Archfiend. Yeah, we've got this card. I think this might be our 3rd copy of that. Spiral card, Abyss Actor card, Fire Formation card, Dark Contract, obviously. Not one of the better ones, but obviously can't use it. Assault Mode card, can't use that. Black Ship of Corn is actually a usable card. This is not a bad card. I might replace that. I might replace because this is going to end games, because if it inflicts 1,000 damage, I might replace that other card that we pulled, the Tarantula. I might replace that and just play that instead because it does some damage. And then we've got this Devil, which I don't think is really usable for us. Yeah, it's not usable for us, but that is another pack that is mostly a dud other than this Black Ship of Corn. Alright, Legacy pack time. Let's see what we get out of here. These have been actually glowing more than the other packs, which is kind of crazy. Our packs pulls have been kind of like cursed. Spirit of Harp, can't play that. Puppet Pawn, another Puppet Monster. We've got a few of these. Maybe we'll throw together a deck. It's an Earth Warrior archetype, which isn't too bad, I guess, because we've got a lot of those. White Hole. If this was maybe the card that stops Harpy's Feather Duster, I might play a Bean Soldier. It's a plant normal. Cool. Yeah, let's go edit some things. Alright, so temporarily here, I'm going to take out the number 70. I'm going to play the Black Ship of Corn because I think it can end games. Sometimes we get into really, really close games. So I'll save that. Again, I'm kind of like, like I said, this is kind of like the last episode of this particular cycle, this season. So I'm playing around with a lot of different things. Next season, we'll get a lot more serious about our deck building. I'm still not sure about this card. Like, it seems like a decent card, but it hasn't come up yet. But I guess we'll have to see. Alright, we just won the coin flip, and our hand's looking pretty solid. It's looking pretty solid. I have no real complaints. I'm going to save the... Do I save Photon Thrasher? I don't think I save Photon Thrasher, no. Special summon Photon Thrasher out. And I'm going to normal summon out Barrier Statue. And I'm going to set, and I'm going to set, and I'm going to pass. And I'm just going to pass on that, and hopefully that's enough to beat our enemy here. We've got protection for the Barrier Statue, and we've got there can only be one. So depending on what deck they're playing, this could legitimately be the end of the game. But I guess we'll have to see what it is. They Harpy's Feather Duster us. They do it. They do it. What can I do? I guess we'll just have to live with it. All right, they're setting one card, but you know, this might be a newer player, so that might not mean anything. We've got Barrier Statue, so if it is Labyrinth, they've got to rely on like Dogmatic Punishment and stuff, which I don't want to jinx myself here. But they could have. They have this like Ancient Gear background, which I hope that they're playing Ancient Gears. I hope that they're playing Ancient Gears. Another Barrier Statue. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and normal summon out that barrier statue. We've got double barrier statue here, which is honestly pretty cool for us, not for him. And I think we should go to battle phase. I was going to go into Suship, but I don't want to risk it. Like, this is really kind of good. I think this is good. Even though this middle dude, the Photon Thrasher, can't attack, this is honestly as like, good as it gets. They're going to activate Magical Cylinder. I could actually prevent that by using There Can Only Be One, but it's 1,000 damage, so I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay with that one. If I activate There Can Only Be One, I could send one of these to the graveyard. Secret Barrel, here we go. Here comes this lineup of foolishness. Depending on how many of these he activates, it might actually be smart. Yeah, Ceasefire. Okay, I might end up actually activating. I think I will activate There Can Only Be One. I want to save myself some life points because I don't want to lose. So I'm going to activate There Can Only Be One, which will affect me, not him. On the off chance he might have a chainable card here, a Chain Strike. Okay, that's reasonable. That was gonna resolve that way anyway. So I'm going to resolve Chain Strike. I'm going to take some damage, 2,000. There Can Only Be One. I'm going to send... Which monster do you want to keep on field? I want to keep the one that's not attacking on the field. So that one will save us some damage. Ceasefire will only do 1,000. This will only do 1,000. That will just fizzle and not do anything, right? Okay, perfect. So now we just attack with this. And we go to main phase 2. And now that I know that he's playing a burn deck, I can just go into like the Suship and not have to worry about keeping barrier statues on board. Memories of an Adversary is probably a useless card. If he's got Lava Golem, it sucks for us, but I mean, life's life. What can you do? We don't have any Fiends, so if he has Lava Golem, we get Lava Golemed. And Lava Golem obviously can still happen under barrier statue. Alright, they're going to go to end phase with one card in the back row. That's fine. That's fine. I want to draw a monster. That's ideally what we want to draw. And we draw a monster we don't want to draw, which is Penguin Squire. Penguin Squire does absolutely nothing right now, but I guess it's fine because we can reduce the amount of cards that we have. So we'll activate Tribute Photon Thrasher because Penguin Squire can actually attack. And now we have less cards that do nothing. So if they activate Ceasefire or Just Desserts or something, we actually have monsters that are attacking and stuff. So now I think we just go to battle phase and start attacking if we can. He has no monsters in graveyard. If he had like a fire monster, we could maybe have stolen it with Hida, but no point here. Barrier Statue is actually doing nothing in this matchup. Even though it's been so useful for us, generally it actually is doing nothing right now, so we're just attack with these two. We got to get as much damage in as humanly possible because the more trap cards that he draws, the more chainable trap cards that he draws, the worse it is for us. And now I think we just end phase here. They're going to end phase. They're going to the Bad Luck Blast. Target one and inflict damage to both of us equal to its attack. Again, our life points are both dwindling, so we're just a little bit up on them, but not enough. We're kind of we're comfortable, you know. They end phase. They're going to set one card. If we draw a monster, we could very well end this duel. We do. Is that enough? 800. Yeah, that's enough. As long as it's not a Mirror Force, this is game. So we normal summon this out. This should be game. There's no one to activate. Yeah, this is 36 damage. This should be game, depending on what he's got back there. I don't really want to link summon or do anything. I mean, I can go into Hida, but like Hida doesn't really do anything. I can go Hida with these two, which reduces the amount of monsters I have on board, but it makes me susceptible to more stuff that way. So I think we just go to battle phase and just attack with our different monsters. If it is just desserts, it does 15. If it's Ceasefire, it's 15. If it's Secret Barrel, it's 200 for each, so that's 16. It's this, which is 300 for every card, so 15. And then as long as they don't have anything else like Scrap Iron Scarecrow, this should be game. And that's it. Yeah, we won that one. Okay, Barrier Statue was shockingly actually more useful than we thought, because we were able to use There Can Only Be One to get rid of it. We've got 2 legacy tickets and some gems. All right, let's open up a master pack. Let's see what we've got in here. It seriously has not glowed in quite some time here. Let's see what we've got here. Nothing glowing again, but we've got the Incantation Organizer. Obviously, we can't use that. We don't have enough of those. Zodiac, can't really use that. Prank Kids Fancies is a card that I wish we could use, but we can't. If we get all of the Prank Kids stuff, we could finally use our Thunder Dragon Colossus, but we need so many things. Pendulum XYZ. I think it lets you XYZ with your 2 pendulum zones. I don't think that's useful. Sphere of Chaos is... I think we have a card that works with this. Yeah, this is very underwhelming. Very underwhelming stat-wise. Double Hero Attack, can't use that. Madolche, Croissant, Stairway to the Realm of Fable. We pull Fableds a lot too. That's another thing, we pull a lot of Fableds, but not enough to make them playable, but enough to go, wow, we got another Fabled. So we got more Fabled and like all 100% archetypal cards. All right, let's open up some legacy tickets. See what we got here. Two legacy tickets. Hopefully it's something useful in one of these two. We've got Memory Crusher. I don't think it's usable. Yeah, successfully inflicts 100 for every card in their extra deck. I used it for, say, Fusion deck when it came out. I mean, at most it's going to do 1500. That's not that good. Bujin. We got a Bujin card. That's a holo. And we got a bunch of Bujins already. So this card overall is actually not that bad. Like I said, we got a ton of Bujin cards. We pull a Bujin card an episode. I don't even know. There's a Bujin card in the Legacy pack. Like, they're inescapable. All these Bujins. Okay, maybe. Covering attack. No, it's not really. I mean, you'd have to have 2 monsters on board for this to be usable. So I don't think that's going to be too good. Hinotama, and then another Bujin card. All right, we just lost a coin flip, but our opponent made us go first, which is probably one of the more concerning things you could ever imagine. We can summon Kashtira Ogre, or we can summon Nahata and then Crusader of Endymion and go into... So we go, it's either Time Thief or Kashtira Ogre. Actually, we can do both. We're going to summon Nahata. I'm going to summon that out, and then we're going to go normal summon out Crusader of Endymion, and then we're going to go into Time Thief Redoer. We're going to go ahead and do both this time around. So we're going to do that, summon that out. Time Thief Redoer. I think I'm going to go ahead and activate Time Thief Redoer so I have Kashtira Ogre plus Time Thief Redoer, which maybe isn't the smartest thing in the world. They can ash this if they want to. But I guess we'll see. They can ash this. They don't have... I could have played this and played around Max C if I wanted to, but you could just chain Max C anyway. Alright, so our card's going to resolve. We're going to detach both, banish that, and then we can activate Fissure and special summon out the Kashtira Ogre right here. And then we're going to set Memory Loss, and we're just going to pass on what we've got here. Just going to summon out Time Thief Redoer out, and that's it. Now we see what we get off the top of our opponent's deck, and we play with that. So we've got the Ogre. We can reset the top of their deck. We've got some plays here. So we're going to go ahead and activate Redoer. Grab a spell. They're playing Sky Strikers. Yuck. Ugh, this is not the deck I wanted to play again. I should have known with the sleeves and the mate. Disgusting. I can't believe we're playing against this. At least we took the maneuver multi-roll, but they're afterburners, I meant to say, but they're playing second, so they chose to go second, which pretty much means that they're probably playing multiples of the afterburners anyway, so it doesn't even matter that we took that from their deck. And this isn't Macrocosmos, this is Fissure, which other than Ray, it actually doesn't hurt them that much. And even if it did hurt them a lot, they probably have Lightning Storms and all that stuff to use against us anyway. Alright, they're going to activate Upstart Goblin. Thank you. I'll take my 1,000 life points. They're just going to scoop. Wow. That was my first time being Sky Striker on this account ever. That's incredible. I can't believe we just won that. We got 2 legacy tickets and a Durama Cannon, which I would love to get the trap card that this card is on, the new one, the one that books everything non-targeting, and then if there are any link monsters, it like sends them to the graveyard. That I would like to pull. So if we can pull other Durama related stuff, that would be great. All right, let's open up a master pack. We'll see what we get out of here. Oh, it's glowing. Doesn't mean anything, but it's glowing. But it 100% does not mean a damn thing. It's Constellar, okay. Remember the 5D stuff we got, not 5Ds, we got to pull Hidden Arsenal stuff. Amazonish Chainmaster. Champion's Vigilance, great card, going right. Actually, no, it's not. I was going to say it's a level 7 or higher normal monster, so that is not going into our normal monster deck. Giant Soldier of Steel is a good level 3. Level 3 rock monsters can't really use that, but I think it's a cool looking card, but we can't really use that. Another counter trap, Vanquishing Light, is the Lightsworn's right. If a monster would be summoned, tribute to Lightsworn, negate the summon. Don't have enough Lightsworns to make that playable. Hypernova Blast, I don't think. Banish face down from your hand 2 monsters that cannot be normal summer set. Draw 2 cards. This would only be, and it's 2 monsters. Maybe if we play Drytrons, but still no. Can't do that. And Albion, which is a good card, but we don't have Fallen of Albaz. But damn. I cannot believe they tricked us again. Alright, let's open up these legacy tickets. Let's see what we get out of here. Hopefully these are better than the other pulls that we've gotten. Our pulls have been horrific lately, and I don't really care because we got to get these out of the way so we can get the real good pulls. Ancient Dragon. So we can increase the level by 1. Great. Phenomenal. Phoenix Beast. Not really a good card, especially with it's a level 6 that does virtually nothing. So you got to be better if you're a level 6 than just gain 300 attack. Option Hunter. Not really good. Just gains life points. And then Headless Knight is a fiend that's 1450. So nothing there. But again, we're going to keep digging until we find something really, really good. Alright, we just lost this coin flip. Our hand is looking kind of decent, right? We have Lightning Vortex, which is essentially Lightning Storm against the right decks. And our opponent is playing Black Metal Dragon, which probably is Dragon. I want to say it's Dragon Link. It's not Red Eyes. We did play against Red Eyes using that card, but obviously more than likely this time around it's going to be Dragon Link. They're probably going to search Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and do their thing right now. Yeah, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, gold full combo, but I mean, our hand isn't looking too bad, but the thing is they can go into like Borload Savage and negate our Vortex, but we do have Forbidden Chalice. But I guess we'll just have to see what they go. We'll have to see on what they end, but I actually do see some routes here, because even if they do end on a Borload Savage Dragon, I see some things that we can possibly do here. We're going to go to Romulus. Actually, the guy that I'm more scared of than Borload Savage Dragon is actually Boral End Dragon. That's the card I'm more scared of, because Boral End Dragon, that's a card we really actually cannot deal with. Yeah, Boral End, I think he can be destroyed by card effects, but I think he can be targeted, but not with monster effects, but he can be targeted with Spawn Trap card effects. And if that's the case, I think we're going to be in decent shape if that's the case. But this guy is definitely 100% playing a standard Dragon Link deck, which has gotten hit so many times that it's not nearly as scary as it once was. You know, Chaos Angel here, so dark monsters can't be destroyed by battle. We're definitely going to have to use this Lightning Vortex. They're going to go Pisty. They're definitely doing their thing. I don't see the point of going into a Chaos Angel in that case, because, I mean, they probably locked themselves into dark at some point. I didn't see, but they probably did. They probably activated, what's his name? Probably activated Rocket Tracer and locked themselves into darks. But, I mean, I don't really see the purpose of going into a Chaos Angel here. But we'll see. Oh, they're probably going to go end on a Boral End. Delindris. Yeah, I'm almost certain they're going to go at least into a Boral End, possibly a Boral Savage on top of the Boral End. If they do Boral End and Boral Savage, it's bad for us, but we'll see what they're able to actually produce here. They're going to add back. They're going to summon back again. Yeah. They summon Delindris back. A Rocket Tracer. They're going to go into Boral End as expected. And then they're going to be able to negate and special summon one. So they're going to go into Borload Savage too. Yeah, so this can't be targeted with monster effects, but it can be targeted with spell and trap card effects. But if he goes into Boral Savage, then I have to use the negate there. So this card's still a problem, but it can't be targeted with monster effects. Alright, so believe it or not, I actually think we have a route to win this. And that just confirmed it to some degree. I don't think that this is going to be a usable card for us. So I think I can discard this without any concern. Yeah, I think I can discard that without really concerning myself too much. So I think we Lightning Vortex here. Lightning Vortex, discarding Tiamaton. They're going to Borload Savage, which is understandable. And then we're going to Forbidden Chalice, chain that in response. And we're going to negate this. And maybe we should have normal summoned the barrier statue first. But I guess we'll have to live with it. So that's going to be negated. And then Borload Savage is going to remain on... not Borload Savage. This thing's going to remain on the field. So now hopefully we can just normal summon this out onto the field. And then we just set Dimension Prison. And now, unfortunately, we don't have another card to discard off of Dinomicious, but I think we just end here. We just end here. You can't use the effect to bring back something out of the grave. We just have to have that hope that he does not have a normal summonable rocket in hand that is stronger than Barrier Statue. That's our goal. That's our goal. Yes, good. So he's going to attack. We do have Dimension Prison. It does not destroy, it banishes. So we're going to be able to banish Borload Savage Dragon. So that's gone. And now we have Dinomicious, which is cool. Main phase 2, end phase. Alright. I just am in shock that I even broke that board. That obviously remains in hand. We have the Dinomicious. So we attack directly. We need to draw more monsters here if we can. We attack directly. He did go through most of his extra decks, so that's at least good, right? So he's got Chaos Angel in graveyard, Borload Savage in graveyard, Dragoonity Knight in graveyard, both 2 copies of Striker Dragons in graveyard. Not that it matters because he can't go into the extra deck right now anyway. Pisty's gone. Battle Phase, okay. Borland, okay, that's not even gonna. I was gonna use this on any card anyway. So cancel, and then I'm just gonna banish this because I would have used it on any normal summon he had anyway, so it doesn't even matter. We keep the barrier statue. We just need to draw a monster. We need to draw some kind of monsters here, or a way to stop not that kind of a monster, but that's not bad if he destroys our monster, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go attack directly again. Our follow-up's actually not looking too bad. We have Kashtira Ogre and Abyssal Magma, so that at least is pretty good. So if he gets rid of the barrier statue, we have some follow-up plays here. But like I said, he went through a lot to get to where he is now, so he may not have too many normal summonable monsters that can get over a barrier statue, and in that case that can be good for. And he's gonna I can't believe we just beat that. I can't believe we just beat that. Was one of the best decks we've beaten. That was really good. Wow. We just got 2 legacy tickets. I skipped it by accident. We've got a 7-game win streak in Platinum 4, which is, look at this. Look at this win streak on a Masochist account. Isn't this crazy? 7-game win streak just to see what our opponent was playing there. This is a totally like tier 2, tier 3 deck. This is a completely normal tier 2, tier 3 deck. There's no reason why we just beat that. That is just shocking. Okay, if there was ever a time where we deserved a good pack, it was after that one. We have to, I mean, come on. This has been outrageous. These pulls have been some of the worst pulls. I'm not going to speak anymore. Okay, we got a second copy of that. If I could summon that, I would. I actually like that monster. A Mekanko Purification Dance. I've never seen anyone actually use this particular Mekanko card. We only have one Mekanko, and it's actually, ironically, this fire one right here. And we can actually search it. Naturia Sunflower, I don't think is usable. Tribute Negate the I don't think we can use that. Ice Barrier, can't. Superconductor Tyranno, not ultimate super. Tribute 1 monster, inflict 1,000. I mean, that's not bad because if it can tribute itself, and it's a soft once per turn. That's all cool and all, but I mean, that's not the worst card in the world. Again, this is another one of those cards. If I had this on episode 1, it would have been a great 2 tribute monster for us to use. We would have been like, oh, Superconductor Tyranno, we all love it. But too late now. Can't really use it. Soul Resonator in this rarity, Glossy. Okay, so this card's actually really good. I believe we got, let me see, related cards. It doesn't show you what you already own. But I believe we might have Resonator Call, or we have a lot of random Resonator stuff, like Resonator Engine and like stuff like that. We have a lot of random, I think we might have this, like, the problem is we don't have like the synchros. We don't have Red Rising and all this stuff to actually go into, so I don't think that this is totally usable Crimson. Like, we just don't have it. It's not a bad card by any means. It's actually a good card. Adds a level 4 or lower feed monster, any, but just nothing. Okay, you are, please be something usable. We've got Gigantic Champion Sargass, which I don't think that we can really use this, can we? Once per turn, you can XYZ summon this using 1 Springen's XYZ monster. I have to check if we have one, but this card, I remember, is actually pretty good. Alright, so this card is like legitimately overall just a very, very strong card. We do have a machine deck. I have to check what Springens we actually have. I don't remember if we have Springens Exceed monsters or not. But if we do, this might be a nice engine to go into. We might be able, if we have a rank 4 Springens, we might be able to go into this, and that would be it would be a fine engine. Okay, let's grab a legacy pack here, or 2. Let's see what we've got out of these. We'll see. Hopefully it's something nice, but we'll find out. We've got, this is, I mean, you could tribute a Dark, inflict 800. You could tribute itself. It's a spellcaster. It can end games. Honestly, I think this goes in the deck because, like I said, it can end games. You could tribute a Dark, including itself, and it's a spell. Yeah, this is going in the deck. And then we've got Mystical Moon, which gives a beast monster 300 attack. You could forget about that. That's not happening. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got this is destroys all equipped monsters and the fat dog, so that's not getting played. So yeah, this thing is actually going in. Let's go edit the deck. All right, so this card can actually end games, which I kind of like, so I'm putting that in. I don't know what to cut yet. There's been a lot of cards that I could have cut and could have not cut. Honestly, I could cut this, but honestly, the Crusader of Endymion is probably worst. This is only 200 less attack, but the benefit is that it can end games by tributing itself, and it still fits into our entire like spellcaster motif. Purple Poison's another one that you could argue could be a decent card to take out because we haven't really been using it too much, but I'll leave it for now just because it could crash and break boards and stuff. We pulled a lot of cards today, but not a ton of usable stuff. I have to check this whole Springen situation. Alright, so these are the Springen cards we have. We do not, unfortunately, have... We need a Merrymaker. That's what we need. We need to pull this very, very, very specific super rare. If we pull this, I think we've got a good situation on our hands, but unfortunately, it requires a Springen's, a gigantic Sargass, it's Springen's XYZ monster to use as material. So we essentially must pull Merrymaker. If we don't pull Merrymaker, this card is a complete dud for us for now. Yeah, I guess we just have to sit and wait to pull this, and if we ever do, it'll be a good card. This is another great card, Decisive Battle of Goganda, another phenomenal card, I think. But yeah, if we ever pull this, we can use the Sargass, but right now Sargass is ass. He's not getting used by us. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip, and now our opponent is playing... Is this the same guy, by the way, that we just played against? That's crazy. We went, pulled packs, came back, we're playing the same guy. It has to be a mistake. Now he's playing Snake Eye, which, I mean, let's be honest, this is probably not happening for us. Because Snake Eye is a lot better than Dragon Link. Like, significantly better. Now they've got Bonfire. Just what they needed, right? They don't hit them on the ban list and they give them Bonfire. It's a #1 deck, and now what? What does it become? Better than a #1 deck? How can we escape this deck? It's #1 in the TCG, it's #1 in the OCG, and it's #1 in Master Duel. It's inescapable. You can't not play this deck. You can't not play against it. It's kind of incredible. Everywhere you have, at least on Master Duel, it's free because it's Master Duel. So yeah, if you really want to play it, you make a new account, you just play it. But still, it's kind of annoying. And this guy's out here, he knows the combos and stuff. Why can't he be one of the morons? But I think this is the same guy, a Tesso. I believe this is the guy we just beat that had Dragon Link. We beat him so badly he had to switch to Snake Eye. That's more of a compliment, really, than anything else. Honestly, we're probably not going to win this because it's Snake Eye, and Snake Eye is, like, outrageously good. But we shall see. Yeah, realistically, we're not beating this. I think we're going to get out of here. I don't want to waste anybody's time, including my own or your time. He's got 5 monsters on board. He's got 4 cards in hand, and he's got Flameburge in the grave. Like, this is done. He's got us. He beat us. That's it. It's good enough. I'm not going to compete with it. Not with our hand, not with our deck. He's got us beat this time. Alright, we just won the coin. We just lost the coin flip. Our opponent made us go first. One of the most concerning things ever. They've got a bunch of hero stuff, which probably means they're playing heroes. We can either go Roachko or we can go Barrier Statue, but we have nothing to protect the Barrier Statue, so... I think we just go Roachka, and we'll save the small world for later. We'll activate this. Hopefully they have something. They give us something cool, hopefully. They're going to give us a Penguin Squire. That is the opposite of cool right now. So we're going to set a card, and we're just going to go into Small World. And we're going to get rid of the Penguin Squire. And I think we're going to try to get to a Bestial Magnemite if we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but I'm going to try. Actually, we can. We can get to a Bestial Magnemite. We're going to banish the Tin Goldfish. And we're going to search out Bestial Magnemite. Yep. Yeah, we can go Bestial Magnemite. I think it's cool that we can get to 2 interruptions, 2 hand traps, and then a Lightning Vortex for the follow-up. Off of the card that we got from the Roachka, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Roachka's been coming, like I said, it's been coming in clutch. It's a really, really, really actually good card. Our opponent's going to set 1. They're going to summon out Elemental Hero Blaze, man. We are not going to allow that. We're going to activate Memory Loss, change him to defense, and negate that. We don't want him getting Polymerization to hand. So that will be negated. We're not trying to deal with that. And we've still got Roachka on the follow. Oh, they're going to end phase. Good to see. Goblinberg. I cut, what's his name, right? I did not cut him, actually. So I think we might actually go into that. So we're going to go ahead and Goblinberg. Activate Goblinberg. Summon out the Ghost Spell. If I can. If he negates it, it's fine. It's actually better if he negates it. No, it's not. So we're going to summon out Ghost Spell. Because Ghost Spell is decent, but, I mean, it's whatever. It's not, like, The best card ever right now. They're going to favorite hero. Yeah, that sucks. They're going to summon this. That sucks, but what can you do? Summon Sunriser out. Now, the fortunate thing, they're going to add Miracle Fusion. The fortunate thing about the Sunriser is he can be targeted for an attack. So at least that's good. He's going to add that. It's fine. I can actually destroy Sunriser right now if I really wanted to. Oh, yeah, I forgot I can go into rank 4s and stuff. Geonator Transverse. I can steal this Sunriser. But I put the cards in the wrong column. That's dumb. Okay. Can I summon something else? No, I can't. Oh, I can actually. I can give him a Bestial Magnemite. I don't know if that's good. I can give him a Bestial Magnemite. Yeah, let's do that. If I link away certain things in certain orders. So I think we can go into Geonator Transverser. Yep, Geonator Transverser. Right there. And then we can go into a certain card. Activate Bestial Magnemite. Banish the Rochka. Summon this right here. Activate Bestial Magnemite. They're going to Ash my Bestial Magnemite. Okay, that's fine. Because we're still going to get to what we want to get to, which is... we're still going to get to our main monster here. If we had Baron, that would be crazy right now. We're going to activate Geonator Transverser. Why not? We'll summon it here. Give him a Bestial Magnemite here. Now our monsters gain attack. Can we game? No, we can't. We can't game. We don't have enough monsters to game them. We can go into a few other things, but we can't game them, unfortunately. I guess we can go into Reaperdocus. I got a little too crazy with this one, honestly. I got a little too crazy. I should have just gone into what's his name? I should have just saved the Bestial Magnemite and it's about it. I should just save the Bestial Magnemite and gone into the Psychic monster, but I got a little bit too crazy. I got excited about doing new stuff, and obviously it's led to what's happened now. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get over Crusadia Avermax, so we'll have to see. So we'll attack over that, and we'll just end phase. Unfortunately, we don't get the search because he ashed that card. But now I guess we get to see what he's able to come up with. This can't be targeted, and then we do have a Lightning Storm, Lightning Vortex for the follow-up. Like I said, I did some dumb stuff there. That I can admit that. I shouldn't have done that. I just wanted to use the Geonator Transverser more than I really actually needed to. What I should have actually done is played into the Geonator Transverser appropriately in the first place. What I should have done is I should have summoned the Ghost Spell like right here. And then I could have used the other two, made Geonator Transverser switch spots. And that's what I've actually should have done. Our opponent scooped. Look at that. They scooped anyway. It doesn't matter. I guess they couldn't beat the singular Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. Good for me. We've got 2 legacy tickets and some gems. This is what our opponent was playing. A pretty standard-ish hero. Not real mind. We've got like Junk Synchron. Let's open up a master pack. This might be the last master pack of the episode. We'll have to see what we get out of here. We've got Code Generator. Already got that. Lamia as a reptile support card, which I don't believe that we have enough to play. Jet Warrior. Lets us summon a Jet Synchron from the deck with the other card that we pulled, which would be nice if we had a Jet Synchron. Super Heavy Samurai. It's not generic, very specific. Predaplant, Prime Fusion we've already got, can't use. Propa, Gandate. I don't really see how we could really use that. Chronomaly, Winged Sphinx. It's a Chronomaly card, I think that says enough. Unpossessed. Charmer monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. We do have a lot of Charmers. I have to actually consider this. Alright, so this card is actually kind of good, and if I had 3, I would put all of the Charmers back, and I would rebuild this deck again around Charmers, but I just don't have 3 of this. It's like a good card, but I don't have 3. I guess if we lose a barrier statue, we get to summon out, but we don't have all the attributes. Like, we don't have, like, Heat of the Fire Charmer. We don't have certain... We have the wind, we have the light, we have the dark, and that's about it. We don't have the fire, and we don't have the earth. So if we lose one of those monsters, we don't have to get to summon anything. We don't have the water, yeah. Damn, that's a good card, though. That is actually a legitimately, like, good card for our situation, though. Alright, let's open 2 packs. See what we get out of here. Some nice legacy tickets here. Then we get something crazy out of here. Fairy King Truesdale. All plant monsters gain 500 attack if this card is, while this card's in defense position. So Really cool for a plant deck, but we don't have a plant deck. Equip only to a you can't do that. Insect support, insect and plant support. Can't really do anything with those two. So we've got here, Vain Betrayer is extremely specific. It's against Exceed monsters. Can't do that. And another copy of the Bee Trooper Assault Roller, which is a great card, but it's insect support by banishing an insect. Obviously, we don't have enough insects to actually make this usable, but it's great insect support. All right, we just won another coin flip. We've got Ogre and Barrier Statues. Pretty cool. So we'll go Ogre, and we'll go Barrier Statue, and then we'll go Broken Line down the middle, and we'll go Backup Squad. I think that should be good enough for me. I'm happy with it. We just pass on this. I think we just pass on this cube of destruction here. We've got Broken Line, which is pretty cool, because if they summon a monster down the middle, activate its effect, we can negate it and destroy it. Or if they activate a spell or trap card down the middle, we can negate it and destroy it. Nope, not going to activate it down the middle. They're going to activate Time Tearing Morganite way over here. Going to activate Raigeki way over there. I'm going to normal summon Fossil Dyna, Ecclesia. I don't know why they're playing around this column like so perfectly, but they are, and we're living with it. Hopefully they go to battle phase, draw some cards. Moon Mirror Shield, always fun. So we're in quite a situation here. Not the worst situation ever, but hopefully it attacks us. That would be good, because then we get to draw 2 cards. He's drawing. He's not going to attack us. Yeah, this card is like, it seems like a good card, but it doesn't end well for us. We can't summon that. That's dead. I think we just set this and pass here on our. We just set and pass because they have Dogmatic Punishment. If we have a face-up monster, it's bad for us, honestly. They're going to summon Banisher of Radiance, which actually helps us. They're going to attack. That Moon Mirror Shield's going to destroy his monster, or our monster. So we're going to activate this, and we're going to go ahead and pop Moon Mirror Shield, or actually we'll just pop Fossil Dyna, and then Moon Mirror Shield will pop with it. And then he can, oh yeah, it doesn't go to graveyard, so if this, yeah, it's sent to the graveyard, it's not sent to the graveyard. So now we're going to be able to draw, and also, yeah, we're going to be able to draw, which is cool. And we can special summon again, which is also nice. We're going to draw again. Inari Fire, awesome. And we have the Broken Line for probably Dogmatic Punishment, which is right here, but I'm not entirely sure. This is another probably Fossil Dyna. More than likely it's a Fossil Dyna, so I'm not going to attack into it. We're going to go ahead and go Tin Goldfish. Activate its effect. We're going to special summon Inari Fire out. We don't want a Broken Line our own Tin Goldfish, so we're going to go ahead and Inari Fire. If they have Dogmatic Punishment, like I said, if it's there, it's there. We have Broken Line for it. Perfect. Exactly what we thought. Exactly what we thought. They're going to target that. We're going to Broken Line immediately, so we're going to negate that. They were right to play around the columns earlier, but that did not... it doesn't end well forever, we'll say that. So they're going to destroy their monster. Now we're going to go into... I want to say we can go into Time Thief. Actually, I think that, believe it or not, Sous Ship would actually be better than Time Thief. We can pop this and then pop this and not have to worry about it. And he's got one monster there. I actually think it would be better in this situation. Hopefully I'm right, because this could be like a Mirror Force or something stupid, but hopefully I'm right. We'll have to see what it is, and we'll have to see how it goes. Alright, we'll go to battle phase. We'll attack over the Banisher of Radiance, and then we'll activate the effect of in the Sous Ship to pop this, and it'll get banished. Or it won't get banished. What was that? Now we can activate Bestial Magnamut. And Bestial Magnamut banishing his Banisher of Radiance. So we'll summon this out. And then we're still in battle phase. We can search, plus we can attack, which is cool. I should have summoned it here, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. So now we attack over the Ecclesia, and we have actually outgrinded, of all things, this player, which is quite incredible. Alright, main phase 2, I think we just set the Dinomishus right here. And end phase, we'll just go and add a Bestial Magnum will add Tiamaton, which we definitely 100% should not have set in the column that we did, but we might end up just discarding it anyway for the Paleozoic Dinomyscus regardless. Time Tearing Morganite. This is actually a bad thing. They get to draw 2 every single turn, so we're still in a scary situation because they can, of course. I mean, what am I going to do about that? There's nothing I can do about that. That just destroys our back row. Nothing we can really do about that. He drew 2 cards, one of them with Harpy's Feather Duster. What can I say? He's going to set 1 monster, which is a very scary monster. Hopefully we draw a smaller trap card. Please draw a smaller trap card. We did draw a smaller trap card. Perfect. Grand Horn of Heaven. I'm going to set this right here. And activate Tiamaton. I don't know if he's got a response of any kind. Hopefully he doesn't. It could be a strike. Skill Drain. Skill Drain drains him. It drains him, plus we get the Dinomyscus back. Yeah, so if he does have a Fossil Dine, it gets negated. So, I mean, cool. So what I was afraid of was Fossil Dine, but his monster's going to get negated too. So we'll summon Tiamaton. The column will attempt to get destroyed, but nothing can happen because of Skill Drain. We can go for things, but they don't really matter. So I guess we should go to battle phase here. We can go... How much defense do you reckon his monster has? Well, this is 22, 2,000. Yeah, we won anyway. We won anyway. I can't believe we always fucking destroy anti-meta. I love it. It's like getting revenge, but we do the same thing. I can't even get angry. All right, we've got 3 legacy tickets. All right, let's open up this legacy ticket, or sorry, master pack. Let's open up this master pack. Hopefully we get something really, really, really cool. We've got Tier Limit Crime. I don't think we can, we don't have any tier limits. We can't do that. Stardust Trail is a good card. If it's tributed, special summon. This is a good card, but we'd need more stuff to really use it. World Legacy Whispers, can't really use that. Fluffle Penguin, can't really use that as far as I know. I mean, we've got Fluffle card, the main one. We have the Toy Vendor, but can't really do anything with that. This Spellbook card, a lot of spellbooks are very high rarity. Water Leviathan, Adagnister, don't have the ritual, but even if I did, would I play this? Probably. I mean, come on. Swords at Dawn. It's not the worst card in the world. And then the super rare is Ancient Cloak, which is actually a really good card, but we don't have the main card, which is Fogblade. We do not have Fogblade. And Fogblade is actually low rarity, so it would be nice to have it, but this is not bad because you can add a Phantom Knights card from your deck to your hand just by banishing it. This is a good card, we just don't have Fogblades, so right now it's not really usable for us. Let's open up these legacy tickets. One is a UR, okay. I don't remember if there are any good ones. We pulled so many bad ones, honestly, I'm just kind of... I've never seen this card. Korogashi, never seen that. Next, let's see what this is. We've got Split Mirror of the Underworld. So this card is honestly not that bad, but not that good. It definitely does not deserve to be a UR. I don't know when this card came out. I can't imagine it was a very long... I think this is a recent card. This is one of those things that is like a bulk common that they make a UR for no reason in this, but it's not a bad card, and I might give it a try because if we take battle damage by battle, we can summon a monster from our graveyard, which is kind of cool, but it requires us to already be in a not so good position. Like, we already have to be like kind of losing, like our opponent's got to be like doing damage to us, so it might not be the best card to play. But we'll see. I might actually give that... It's not a terrible card. It's just a little bit underwhelming. Next, we've got Elephant of Disaster and Wicked somebody. This card's not, like, horrific, but you need to have 5 cards in your hand to make it a free normal summon. Otherwise, it's not. So in an opening hand, it's good, but, like, in a non-opening hand, it's pretty much dead. It's not a terrible card, though. If I'm going for, like, big monsters in general, it's a decent normal. It's a 2,500 normal summon. I know a lot of you guys tell me to play just big special summons, big normal monsters. This is a big normal monster, for example. It's just... Yeah, if I start the duel, I just drop this on the board, 2,500. Maybe good for the Chaos deck, honestly. Yeah, maybe. Maybe good for the Chaos deck. Another possible rarity bump. We'll see how this goes. All of that Shining, Utopia, and then, let's see, what's that going to be? Nano Breaker. Okay, so this just destroys a monster automatically if it's weak. And then, let's see what this is. Trap of Darkness. Alright, so this card's actually not even bad. Like, straight up, it's not bad, but we have to have 3,000 or less life points, and then it can copy a trap in our graveyard. Honestly, not a bad card, but, I mean, it's like Transaction Rollback, but, like, less good in every single way. It's just, like an old transaction. It's not a bad card though, in comparison to a lot of the cards. So these are some of the best legacy tickets we've actually gotten. We got 2 URs and 2 SRs, and all of the cards are really not too shabby, honestly. All right, so this is our hand. We've got Witch of the Black Forest plus friends. So we're gonna go Witch of the Black Forest. Probably gonna go into Artemis, just to search a free card. So we'll go right here, and then this will set up for Tiamaton too. So we'll search. We can search Tiamaton, but we can. I can Ashes too, but we can search Tiamaton. I think that would probably be best in our situation here. They're gonna go Bestial Magnemite, banishing our Witch of the Black Forest. That's cool. Whatever. We can. That's not gonna help anything. So Bestial Magnemite, banishing that. We'll summon it in the middle column there. I can't normal summon anything else, so I think we just go and search Tiamaton. Yeah, Tiamaton's going to allow us to pop things. I think we just set some cards and pass now. We can Forbidden Chalice this, but I'm cool with them adding a dragon at the end phase, honestly. So we'll set this here. We'll set this here, and then hopefully he summons in some other column and we're able to pop off with the Tiamaton. So in these 3 columns we can pop things. Now they're going to tribute to summon Bestial Lubellion. I don't know why they didn't activate Bestial Lubellion. That kind of sucks, because if they had, they could have put it in graveyard and I would have prevented it with Royal Prison, but for some reason they did not. I think Forbidden Chalice actually is a pretty good idea here, because I want to negate this search effect, because then he's going to get way more value off of it if he gets to set directly from deck. And then I'm really not going to be able to do anything about a Super Poly. Okay, never mind. There goes that. Now he's going to Super Poly us, which sucks, but what can you do? They're going to discard Druid Worm. Now they're going to be able to use their other stuff. What are they even going to make with this Super Poly? They're going to go into something here. Mud Dragon. Alright, Mud Dragon's whatever. Bestial Lubellion's going to resolve to do whatever it needs to do. So they're going to set the Branded Lost in the back row. It's actually fine with me, because he summoned Mud Dragon before he could use Branded Lost. He's going to use Quem. I'm going to send a Fallen of Alabast card. Sending Ecclesia. It's going to set a card back here. Gold Sarcophagus, okay. That's fine. They already used their normal summon, so a Luber is pointless, because if they send the other dude, they're not going to be able to just get a Luber. Yeah, they're going to get Tragedy, you're going to get a Luber, but like nothing really left to do here. That's fine. So I'm going to search out a Luber. Alright, they're going to attack us with some monsters, which again is cool. They have targeting protection, but that's it. They have targeting protection through this card, through Mud Dragon, but who cares, honestly. Alright, back to our turn. We've got some decent cards here. We're going to special summon Adamancipator for sure. Activate his effect. They have a response, obviously. I think I want to pop this column here. It's probably the more dangerous column. You got Quem and Branded Lost, but then you've got these two. Branded Lost gives them resources every turn. So we're going to go with this first. And I'm going to activate this just in case they have a response, just to bait a response out of them if I can. They do not have a response, so that's good. And we're just going to put all this stuff back. We're going to go ahead and activate Tiamaton. Use a Mud Dragon, change attribute probably to light. Doesn't matter what they really do because I'm not targeting anyway. I'm just destroying. So I'm going to summon that right here. And this column's going to get destroyed. Great, that gets destroyed, and now we can summon out the Ill Omen card. And the problem is, actually, Ouroboros would deal with the card in their hand, crazy enough. It would deal with the Aluber. It's probably the only way we can actually deal with the Aluber. But the problem is, if I discard the Aluber, if I discard his Aluber, he has this go to the graveyard anyway. Oh, I just realized it doesn't matter because I have Royal Prison anyway. Okay, that's fine. We have Royal Prison no matter what, so I think we just make Evil Sworn Ouroboros to discard his Aluber. We'll go right here. It's my first time actually using this guy. Hopefully it comes in handy. We're going to summon Evil Swarm Ouroboros. And we're going to send one random card from our opponent's hand. Detach, doesn't matter who, but we'll just detach this just in case. Discard, send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. They're gonna call by the grave. Okay, that is totally irrelevant. Discarding doesn't negate that. Okay. So they're gonna do that. That's fine. They're gonna banish a random card. That's cool. We're going to discard that Aluber, and then we're going to activate the Royal Prison because we don't want Aluber coming back if I destroy his Mud Dragon. So I'm going to attack. Aluber can't activate, and then we just end here. And I think we're in a decent situation. They're going to add back Ecclesia. Yeah, it's going to be annoying, but what can you do? They have to draw a monster in order to fuse with it. If they draw a small trap card, then it's dead. They also have no discards or anything, so that's also good. They're going to have Gold Sarcophagus. It's going to be back in 2 turns. They drew the Aluber anyway. How lucky can you get? Aluber's semi-limited. I went out of my way to make a card to discard Aluber, and they drew the damn Aluber anyway. Well, that sucks. I mean, what can you do? Some people are they just have it. They're like that. All right, so we just won the coin flip. Our hand's pretty good. We're gonna special summon Kashtira Ogre, and then we're gonna normal summon out the barrier statue, and then we're gonna set. We're gonna activate Dragoodies, and that should be enough, right? That should be enough. Forbidden Chalice or Prison. I can do one of those too. I mean, I guess we go with Forbidden Chalice. We set that just because. We'll set the Forbidden Chalice, and then we can negate maybe something. One monster effect. We'll leave the Prison. We'll just discard it because Dragoodies is pretty good on its own. I'm going to activate Foolish Burial. Be able to mill something. We don't know what it is. I'm going to send Shadow Mist out. Shadow Mist is going to get them a hero. It's fine. I'm going to add Stratos. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to use Kashtira Ogre to banish something in their deck. Playing a million cards, so it won't really matter, but maybe we'll banish something that's important like that, like Spirit of Neos. Wow. Well, I know what to banish. Branded Fusion. It's limited to 1. I'd be dumb not to banish it. I'm going to summon Stratos, that's fine. Now we just play a game of Protect the Barrier statue, so they're going to add a hero. They can always add Neos, which I should have set Prison, actually. Ferris, okay. Barrier statue, that's fine. Battle phase. See the attack over the barrier statue, that's fine. We're going to go Dragoodies, discarding Prison. And their attack's going to get cut in half. And we're going to keep our barrier statue. Phenomenal. And they scoop it up. Phenomenal. Look at that. We banished a Royal Branded Fusion. We did so much. Great. We got 2 legacy tickets and a screaming plant. All right, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing a branded hero Thunder Dragon deck with a royal rare branded fusion. Pretty cool. And knighted too much. All right, this is the season ender. This is the last pack of the season. No matter what I pull, this is the last one. I gotta pull something good, hopefully, but we'll have to see. We got Vision Fusion, can't use that. Performer Pal Odd Eye Synchron, I believe this is a decent card. So, not only for our Pendulum deck, but in general, this is actually a decent card. We've got Scrap Rage, the scrap card. Don't really have enough of those to make it playable. DDD King Baphomet. This is our, I think, 4th copy of Dragon Maid Tiding. We've got Naturia Dragonfly. Can't be destroyed by battle. Gains for every Naturia in the graveyard. Not really usable for us. Another copy of that. And for our super rare, we've got Appliancer Socket Roll, which is another Appliancer card. We don't have too many of those, actually, but just kind of another one. So, sort of a dud at the end. Dragon Maid Tiding is good, but we need Dragon Maid monsters, not more trap of the same trap card, which is good. This is a good card, but we can't, until we have monsters, we can't actually use this card fully. Alright, we've got 2 legacy tickets. Let's open these. They probably won't top the legacy tickets we just pulled, because those other ones were outrageous. We'll see. We've got not playable, really, and then a McDonald's card again. And then let's see what this is. Hopefully something usable, so we can end the episode on something great. Rainbow Plant attacks directly, and a Noble White Rabbit, I think, attacks directly too, right? Yep, so 2 direct attackers. Nothing really too crazy out of these 2.
La 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 la.